Hello everyone, and welcome to part 1 of what I hope to be many parts for my Brotato Random Rotation Challenge. In this series, I'll be going through every character in Brotato on each map and trying to beat them using a randomly selected weapon. Alright, to keep track of all this, rather than use the in-game random select, I will be spinning this wheel and removing them as I go. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel for what is going to be part 1 of this challenge to see which character and map I get. It looks like we're doing the one-armed on Crash Zone. Alright, nice simple start to the challenge. So, per the personal rules I was going to give myself, once I get a starting weapon, I'll have to stick with it and not recycle it during the whole run. But I'd be able to pick up other weapons as well. The one arm's going to be an interesting challenge in that whatever I start with, I will have to keep, and I will not get any others. So let's go ahead and do this. Back to the game. All right. And bear with me while I find the one-armed. Here we go. And it's already on Crash Zone, so let's get this started. Random weapon is gonna be the torch. Alright, off to a strong start. D5, one-armed torch. Let's do this. And like I was saying, I might lose some runs, but I'll just keep going back at it over and over again until I win. So this might be one of those cases where I need to keep going at it over and over again until I win, because I kind of doubt I'll get a win on my first try with the torch on one arm. But we'll see. The torch isn't the best weapon, but maybe I'll get lucky and get all the elemental damage I need to really make it work. And we are the one-armed. He's pretty strong. He can maybe make it work. Let's do it. Alright, and let's just see how much materials we get on wave 1. This so far isn't too bad. Maybe we'll get a lucky crate. Nope. Actually, I'm kind of behind on materials. I left a lot not picked up there. That's okay. So, yeah, out of this shop, no harvesting, but I like attack speeds. We're going to go ahead and go with that. And we're looking to probably upgrade our torch. I guess with one armed, I don't have to do as many rerolls as we may otherwise need to, because I'll only be able to find one level 1 torch. And there it is. So I could just I'll pick up the speed to help get a bit more things. And maybe one more reroll to see if we get anything else that's good. Coupon's nice, and yeah, we'll go into wave 2. And let's hope I pick up a few more materials in this one. I love that we can't single tap even these guys with the torch. This'll definitely be something. But I was kind of hoping I'd get some challenging ones like this, but wasn't expecting to get it on the very first go. I think overall you're more likely to get a decent pairing than a completely awful one. But alright, let's go on harvesting. Get the coupon, of course, to make everything cheaper, and the lemonade. And locking a level 1 torch is useless because I'll need a level 2 to combine, so we're just going to keep going. Get another coupon. Do I need to get the baby gecko? I think the... Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that, because there's going to be points where I can't get to the materials, and that might help. And we're not going to be spending as much on weapons, so I think we could afford to spend the resources on it. Maybe I'll regret it, but we'll see. It's always nice to get more resources picked up, though. Yeah, so far so good. My main concern on these waves is just if I'm getting enough kills for my economy. There's our level up. I might have to specifically look for harvesting to help. Because I'm not going to get a lot of material drops at this rate. Oh, that looks nice, and that luck will help us get the higher level equipment. Now I'm going to go for harvesting. There we go. That's even better. 8 harvesting. Alright, we'll get a coupon. We'll get that gecko. This gets us luck and the chance to double it. And engineering might come in key later if we get some turrets or even a pocket factory. So I'll go ahead and lock this. And yeah, this scales off of melee damage also. Still only doing 1 damage, so we'll get that melee damage, we'll get the extra damage percent as well, and we'll go on the way 4. Alright. Yeah, now we're actually doing 2 damage instead of 1. So I think that was pretty key. So I forgot the one-armed also already gets a huge attack speed bonus. Maybe on that very first wave it would have been more worth it for myself to re-roll a few times for harvesting instead of taking that starting attack speed. But maybe I'll keep that in mind for the second attempt if I need one. So I'm not liking any of these that much. I think I'm going to do a re-roll here, and all of these are nice, but I think I need a lot more offense still. I was just talking about if I need attack speed or not, because we already have an attack speed of 205. And if I check this torch, we're doing an attack every 0.31 seconds, so it's not as necessary. What might be nicer is that elemental damage or that level 2 armor. Just to get a level 2 one, I think I will go with the armor. And then, yeah, I'm going to get the harvesting here because we need to fix our economy. Cool, so let's get this metal detector, lock the elemental damage, keep that locked, and I'll go ahead and save the reroll because I got 2 things locked already, and the odds of getting another level 2 torch aren't the highest with our 6 luck, so let's just go in. And try to get some more kills this time. What I need to do is probably be a bit more aggressive, run into enemies for the materials. I just don't have any regen yet, so I'm a bit squishy as well. But okay, I can safely take 1 more hit before I mess this up. And so far so good. But oh, I guess I was only 1 hit from death already. No worries, let's go ahead and give it another try. Restart. Maintaining my win streak of 0. And I'm feeling like I'm already doing a little bit better on material pickup this time, so maybe that'll help with the first shop a little bit. But none of these are amazing. The 2 melee damage, or I could go for a harvesting. I think I'll get the 2 melee just so I could try to get some more kills in the second wave. There's some harvesting right there, but I don't know if I want to bring my torch back down to 1 damage is the thing. Oh, here we go. We got elemental damage right here, which is nice. I can't get both right now. We need some early harvesting. I think I will get the Peaceful Bee, but I will lock this mutation. Do 1 cheap reroll, and yeah, I get that Toxic Sludge as well. Alright, let's go on the way 2. Yeah, I think one of our main problems last time was just being on 1 damage. This 2 damage is already far better. Although 3 still would have been nice, because I think I'd be... Not sure, I may have been one-tapping these guys with 3 damage. Oh well, too late now. Maybe I'll play around with it if we get to a 3rd run. Okay, so like I learned last time, attack speed we don't really need, but that melee damage is really juicy, so I'll pick that up again. And then over here, yeah, we'll get the 2 elemental damage. We'll get the extra elemental damage here. We'll do our reroll while we have it. And of course, lock that lemonade, lock that armor with the duct tape. And the torch is useless, so let's go on to wave 3. And yeah, I'm liking this so far. Doing much better damage, which is nice. Harvesting is worse than last time, but I think one of our main issues last time was we just weren't killing things, so I'm feeling good about this right now. We'll see how it goes in another few waves. And we're not going to be able to kill that loot alien, so just ignoring it. And yep, moving on. So attack speed, HP, or range. I really just want to get some more damage. Or HP regen as well is nice. With just one weapon, I won't be going for lifesteal, so let's get that HP regen. And then let's do one more reroll. I can get 5 harvesting, but that 15 luck could be real nice to get us our higher level weapons we need. So let's go for that level 3 upgrade. Alright. And of course get the lemonade, get the armor, reroll again. We'll lock that cake. And yeah, that monkey may come in handy as well. I'll save the reroll on the wave 4. And I think I really only need to tap those guys once and they'll die from the fire. Yeah, so already damage-wise doing far better than last time. And I just gotta be careful because I haven't bumped up our defenses at all yet. So right, I got the little bit of HP regen, but not a lot. So right now I can't get 2 tapped. Alright, definitely picking up the harvesting. Moving on, more lemonade's always nice. Get some cake to get more HP and get a little bit of healing with that monkey. Lock some more lemonade, lock some more damage, just to get ourselves back up to positive % damage. And yeah, going on to wave 5. I think what I need to do is try to stay a bit further away from those corners in terms of my maximizing the amount of materials I get. Hopefully we're definitely gonna get a level. So hopefully we get some good level upgrades. It's early on. Maybe that 15 luck will get us something nice. We'll see. Okay, if I can work my way up to that tree, maybe we'll get lucky if a crate drop. Yes. Cut a little tight there, but that's fine. Take another elemental damage, please. And yeah, so my burning damage is going to scale off the elemental only, but that initial hit damage would be nice too. I think we're going to be doing a lot of running, so the elemental damage is probably more valuable overall. And yeah, let's just get this and that. Now, that's an interesting idea if we go for luck helping to get a little bit of damage across the screen, because we're going to be seeing a lot of enemies on fire and just letting them tick down. Baby Elephant might help with that tick damage a little bit. It's not a lot now, but if I get a bit more luck as the run goes on, it might add up and help finish off the enemies that got a few ticks of damage. So it's not something I usually get, but let's go ahead and pick up that Baby Elephant. And sure, I'll take another one of these as well. And the interesting is we are doing HP regen. This will lower our luck, but it's only 2 luck down, so I think I'm going to go with it. And the alien eyes, I mean, again, it's nice. Anything we could do to get more damage output will be good. It's just a lot more expensive than those elephants were. I don't think it's worth it at the moment. And I gotta be a little careful on these guys, because I think I could survive 2 hits, but they might be 2-shot territory. They're definitely gonna kill me in 3 shots, so. If I ever get quiet, I might just be trying to focus a bit more um, than with my normal ramblings. If we could get the luck to get another crate from that tree, sweet. What is nice is our burning damage is high enough, so all I need to do is touch a crate once, and it will finish burning and get us it from there. So I'm not going to cap my speed at 0. That sounds quite awful. Only one weapon with no knockback, and oh, we had no hordes luckily, but yeah, let's go ahead and recycle that. So we could get some more melee damage for our upfront or our HP, which is looking pretty abysmal at the moment. I think we get this one upgrade just to get our melee damage to the double digits as well. I will reroll this. I'm not worried about crit chance. And let's get some more harvesting. Cool. So we're going on to wave 7. We could afford 1 HP on wave 7, I think. Yep. So let's get that. Get our regen. We're not really building much dodge yet, and we already have negative knockback. 8 HP, it's expensive, but I've been letting it slide so far, and we're not really spending a lot of money on weapons, as I've said, so I think this is better than normal. And yeah, let's get some more max HP. Ugly Tooth is nice because we'll be setting a lot of enemies on fire, so they'll be slowing down. And if we do, yeah, I do think our baby elephant could help with that as well. So we got 2 of them. They could randomly tick on people and slow them down. So, yep, let's go ahead and go on. And play careful at the start of this wave because I don't have the highest regen in the world yet, and it was a mistake not to get that egg destroyed, but oh, that wasn't too bad actually. But I do think it diverts a little bit of focus away from what we could be doing otherwise. I do see the healer mixed up in a group of them. And I didn't get to that egg over there in time. Yeah, the tricky thing about this character is one of the nice things about the one-arm's normal bonuses is the boost to attack speed really helps keep people off of you still to make up for the lack of weapons. But currently I'm using a torch, and not just a torch where I've gone ahead and removed all my knockback on as well, so it's not really a good tool to keep enemies off of me, as I currently have it. But let's get the elemental damage up though to help deal with killing them at least. So the power generator is negative 5% damage now, but I do plan to get my speed up at some point. That could be a way to get some extra percent damage. Of course, we have our elemental damage here. Let's get the HP for sure. And yeah, if I get the ugly tooth, it makes the power generator even more at the moment. So we are going to have to focus on maybe on our future upgrade getting that. So I'll save that, but I'll go ahead and lock this, do a reroll, get a coupon, and one more reroll. It costs 9. I'm probably not going to buy anything. Yeah, we'll just go on to wave 8. What I'm hoping is that we get at least a positive speed again before the next wave, so we could actually run around and pick up all the materials for wave 9. I'm also it'd be a little funny if I get run down on that wave. It is a farming wave, but there are a lot of fast moving enemies, and I'm currently moving quite slow. I'll loop back around this way for the tree. Was it a mistake? Maybe, but that's nice. We got our double crates. And yeah, once again, I'm just not getting a whole lot of kills. It's very hard for me to actually clear out these enemies with just the torch. That's okay. And so I got some harvesting as well. This is, no, I can't. Yeah, I can't handle that, unfortunately. So we're going to recycle that. We're going to take the damage, though. Our harvesting is looking pretty good already, but we're not getting a lot of board kills, so I'll get 10 more harvesting. Let's get the extra damage. Do you want to lower our percent damage on just the gold too? Nah, I'll let it slide. I had been debating rerolling for speed, but I don't want to take the penalty going into this wave when we can make a lot of materials otherwise. I probably shouldn't have locked it last time. It's still a debate. It's a very good item generally, but now we're going to reroll. I do think our armor could definitely use a bump, so that's very nice. Let's reroll again. We got a lot of... it's only our second coupon. I was thinking the last run. There's the speed we would have wanted. But I'll go ahead and get this coupon first, and I'll get that beanie. I'm going to lock the turret. This is a bit speculative, but I think one of the ways we actually have a chance of winning this run is if we get a scared sausage and then some turret setup. So we could use that elemental damage we've been building to set enemies on fire and actually have more attacks going out than just our torch. Because the torch, yeah, it's not going to be enough to keep up with it. We already saw last wave I was struggling and it was only wave 8. So the turret won't do much on its own, but if we get the right items later, it could be one of the keys to this run. So let's go to wave 9. And yeah, this should be nice. I'm still getting kills, luckily, so we should be good on materials. I guess the one saving grace of this run was that I got rolled to do it on Crash Zone instead of the Abyss. Because I do find the Abyss to be much more challenging. So... bit greedy of me to run through the middle there, but it all worked out. Our health regen isn't too bad, so. Alright. So this gets us more attack speed, but it lowers our damage, and we already have 200 attack speed. I think this torch is, yeah. I don't think we need the extra 10%. The 6% damage is actually negative, and the range doesn't do much, so I'll recycle it. So here, I'll go ahead and pick up the regen. Always use more healing. We haven't been getting any more of those higher level weapon drops, so I do think that this luck is actually a very nice pick here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the luck. Sad tomato, very nice. We get our HP regen into double digits, so definitely pick up that one up first. Turret, like I said, do we get the spyglass? The one nice thing about the spyglass too is while we normally don't care too much about range, it'll help us cleave a few more enemies with the torch, which sets more on fire. We've already got a pretty high attack speed. Whether or not it's worth it, it's hard to say, but I'll go ahead and grab it. That'd be real nice on a normal one-armed run, I think. Well, not sure, but there's a pocket factory, which helps us really go all in on that strategy of hoping we get a scared sausage. It looks like I should be able to afford both of these. I'll grab that metal first, and then, yeah, we'll get the pocket factory. Do one final reroll, and nothing here is standing out as good, so let's go on to wave 10. So, even though we don't have the scared sausage yet, maybe the turrets could help pick off a few enemies that walk near. I doubt it. My engineering's only 1. We're on wave 10, but if I imagine if I hit an enemy, set them on fire, and they survive that. Oh, the turret just killed someone. Cool. So I can pick a few kills up. Not incredibly helpful, but it's something. Something more than what I had. But yeah, once I get a scared sausage, if I manage to find one, then that could actually make those turrets a real menace towards the enemies. So that's what we're going to hope for. And yeah, the thing I was thinking that was nice with the range is as I'm trailing all these enemies behind me, I could possibly hit out to them a bit easier without having to get close to the where it's risky. But and there was loot alien at the end, but I completely missed it. I am gonna go ahead and go armor, get those defenses higher. And yep, there's a snake, which is still good because we're applying burning damage. So let's go ahead and grab that. Now this glass cannon's interesting. We're about to go into an elite wave. We've already got good percent damage, and I don't think we're gonna kill the elite. I'd rather have that armor going in, so I'm actually gonna re-roll past it. That's not normally something I pass up, but I think on this run, just having those defenses is gonna be quite crucial. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go on with that. And I believe my game volume may have been off this whole time. Just adjusted it, but apologies if the first half of this session has been just me talking with no music or sound effects or anything. Alright. Yeah, like I said, we're going to pass up on that glass cannon. So going on to the reroll. So I want the HP regen. Oh, there's a scared sausage. Pick that up no matter what. So now our turrets and Pocket Factory are actually going to be doing some work, which is amazing. So the only debate with this is if I lock it and get the loot aliens the next wave. Because with the elite going around, it's going to be a bit difficult to seek them out depending on what the elite is. But I still think we grab it now, just to have that extra regen for survivability. The book's very cheap, and I am building up turrets as well now, so I'll go ahead and grab it. And likewise, what's my knockback at? It's at -11. This would really just to get a little bit of extra engineering for those turrets, but I think that's worth it. So I'll grab it, and we'll get the free reroll. We'll lock this, pick it up next one. That's huge. Yeah, 41 damage times 38. I guess it's not that amazing of an increase, but it is attacking quicker, and it's got the higher burn ticks, which is nice as well. So, and sets one extra enemy on fire. So, yep, that is nice. Let's go ahead and bump up our damage here. And yeah, I want that pickup range. So, wave 11. Alright, I have no hopes of actually killing this boss, so this is going to be pure run away and survive. He is one that we have to focus a bit on. Yeah, and like I was thinking, we're not going to be able to get those loot aliens. If I could get that tree over here, we could get another turret to help us with the enemies. Make our way up to this crate for a bit more healing. I may just stand near our turrets here so they can help. Ah! And yeah, I probably could have dodged a bit better on that, but we'll have to just do better next time. Alright, let's restart and try again. I think with the setup I had with the Pocket Factory and the scared sausage, I actually had a good shot there. Just messed it up with skill issues. That's okay. Alright, here we go. We're gonna start off by, I can either grab this elemental damage or reroll for harvesting. I'll go ahead and grab the elemental. Get our level 2 torch right away. And then we'll go ahead and grab our speed right away. And we'll grab that ugly tooth. Reroll for some more stuff. That harvesting is huge. The melee damage does hurt, but Yeah, getting the harvesting necessarily is great. Alright. The next great thing will be if we have a tree that spawns that gives us another bag of fertilizer for even more harvesting. But I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, we get more elemental damage, attack speed, range. I'm going to reroll this time just to see if I get the harvesting perfect. With the harvesting there, the ugly tooth, and that's perfect. Exactly our material amount. So the downside is with that fertilizer, we're definitely not going to be killing any of these guys by whacking them. We're going to be relying purely on our fire to finish them off, which means we will end up with a few less kills at the end. But I think that's what I got to do, is just hit them once, move on. Trust that they'll die, and focus on picking up the materials I can. Alright, let's get some more harvesting, get that past 20 as quickly as we can. Do I care about crit chance on this weapon? I don't think we do. 1.5 damage, and most of our damage is going to be coming from the burning anyways. So reroll this shot. Oh, that's completely useless to us, so reroll this one again. That's quite lovely. We haven't gotten a level 3 torch on any of our runs so far, so quite excellent. So one more reroll. The engineering could be good if we do get some turrets again, but I do think we will let's pass for now. And I'll lock the baby elephant, just because I think those ticks might actually be helpful if we do get to the point where we have where we have some more luck, especially as we do damage over time with our main weapon. Because right now all the damage is coming from the fire. The initial hit isn't doing much at all, which is how a torch typically works anyways. You want to go more for your elemental than for your melee. Although I would like to correct our melee damage at some point. Just the initial hit does a little bit more damage. Anything can help. I'd rather it not be negative. But I'll grab the level 2 HP. And I'll, of course, grab some more harvesting. Alright, baby elephant. Here we go. Reroll this. And there we go. Some helmet and some armor. I like both of those. And we can afford both. Boom, boom. And do one reroll. And yeah, get some HP regen, because we are sorely lacking that currently. And I think that put us down to negative speed. I'll have to double check after this wave, but if it did, we'll need to correct our speed at some point. Great, always love to see that. And here we go. We should have a nice crate to heal from up here. And get some more materials. Excellent, 2 level ups. So we're gonna go into wave 6. Most of our damage is getting ticked over time. I think it's survivable enough to take this now, so let's go ahead and take it. And we don't really want anything in this shop. The luck could be nice, but I'm not gonna get it at level 1. I suppose here I'll get the melee damage just to fix our torch, because we're currently doing 1 damage on the initial hit currently. If I get this melee damage, now we're doing 4 damage, which is much better. And we'll fix our speed with a level 3 speed upgrade. Can't get mad at that. I'll go ahead and grab this lumberjack, grab this HP regen. I will lock the pearl. One of my goals is to build some more luck to make use of that baby elephant, and then the pearl will make us do more damage when we do that as well. Do a quick reroll to see if we get anything else for this wave. Maybe one more reroll, and I'll grab that whistle. I don't care too much about the movement speed increase for them, because we really just need to hit the loot aliens once, and then hope we'll probably need to do it more than once, but we don't need to hit them that much for our burns to tick away and kill them. So, yep, now let's move on. Get that pearl locked. And I want to get that earlier so I can start having a chance to get them in chests. Because once you get that ball rolling, you get a couple pearls that really takes off. And I suppose one nice thing about this is the lack of a need to really worry about attack speed much at all. Just because I start with so much of it. And the damage increases the one arm gets as well are quite nice. The only downside is we're on a torch, so we don't notice them quite as much. But all right, we get a level 4 melee damage, make our initial hits do a bit more, or another elemental damage to make the burns do more, or more harvesting. I think I will grab this melee damage just because it'll go up to 8 melee damage, get our melee damage up to 10. And let's see, we're doing 4 damage on a hit. I think it should help it quite a bit. Let's see. Because now we're doing 9 damage. So yeah, we over doubled it, which was nice. So we'll get this pearl, do a reroll. Between the speed and the lemonade, going to wave 7, I will grab the... Oh, actually, I want all these, so... The landmines could help too, assuming we get that sacred, the scared sausage, sorry. Assuming we get the scared sausage. When I first got this game, I misread it and never ever bothered to reread it again, so I thought for a while it was called sacred sausage. Anyways, lemonade, we'll get that. Beanie? No, we'll get the landmines, I think, because this will help us on wave 7 of our wave clear a little bit. Whereas the beanie won't help quite as much, I think. But we'll definitely lock the beanie. We'll go into wave 7. Cool. And yeah, I think we're killing the enemies we're around just fine on our own. So the main thing I'm going to have those sausages for is, not sausages, landmines for is to help get wave clear on other areas of the map I'm not around. Yeah, I realized it is a little challenging to kill these things as eggs with my torch currently because I had to get to them quite quick for the flames to take over and kill. The outright damage effect isn't doing too much, so. And in light of that, it may have been a mistake to pick up that melee damage. Sure, it doubled our damage, but it was never that much to begin with. And I think we really need to focus just on the elemental damage. So from this point on, just getting the elemental, which we do need more of still. So I will grab that. And in terms of all this, I could grab the luck or do a reroll for something better, but based on the fact that we need at least a purple torch to get it up to the next level and make it stronger, and that we got a couple luck-based items, I will grab this luck. We will grab the gentle alien, of course. Get that speed up, re-roll, of course get a coupon. Sharp bullet does nothing for us yet, and we would need there's a whole lot of what ifs for that, so we'll pass on it. There's the pocket factory, amazing. We will wave 8, is that 2? I will go ahead and grab that scar. And we'll lock the compass, just extra speed is great, and because we're going to pick up a pocket factory, the engineering will be great as well. Let's go into wave 8 with 2 locked items. What I really need to do, and I made a mistake earlier shirking on it, but I need to get some more elemental damage, because I think we're hitting the point where hitting them one is not necessarily going to lead to them dying. On some enemies. Oh, I don't know if I hit those guys earlier or not, but either way, yeah, if we don't get some more elemental damage, then and that burning isn't going to take out enemies, we're going to be really hurting. So I don't think I want cursed enemies. Maybe a cursed torch could be pretty helpful, but I suppose I guess with one-armed, getting a cursed weapon's nice because it's your only weapon. Maybe we'll consider that for our next run. I do need some more HP regeneration. I also need some more elemental damage. I'll get the HP regen, it's right here, and I might not get the elemental if I reroll. And, oh, that's amazing too. Do I want the metal detector at this point? Probably. What I will do is, I think in order of priority, the eye surgery is going to be the most important. Especially since we don't have a trees item. The pocket factory is not going to do that much work yet. And then going into this farming wave, I think I'll get the metal detector, because this will probably be the most valuable wave that I would use it on anyway. So I will get that, and I'll save the things I had locked last time for next time. But yeah, the eye surgery will help us just kill these guys so much quicker. And therefore let me hit other people a lot more easily. Hit them at landmine. We'll make our way back to that crate to get some healing. Oh, we don't need it. I guess my HP regen's better than I thought it was. What's rather unfortunate is we're short on a lot of our stats, so we need more offense still, but we also need more defense because we're still only at 30 life, which isn't a lot as we start to go into the double-digit waves. So I'd like my character to be better in every way. This elemental damage is a huge buff, which is nice, and this 3 elemental damage here is great also. It's actually going to be 6 elemental damage, so I guess 16 elemental damage. The harvesting gets us into the 40s, which will be nice. Start making even more. We're also low on armor. 12 speed's decent enough. I think I will pick up the harvesting. Maybe that was a mistake. It might be too late for that, but we'll see. I'll grab the pocket factory, get the extra speed from that. We don't really need the range damage or dodge, but I would like to get the extra armor. And now what I really am hoping we get is a scared sausage once again. But we'll see. Do I need more fertilizer? They'll bring my melee damage down by 2 total actually, but I'm only doing 21 damage on a hit. I'm really relying on my elemental damage burn to be what takes out the enemy, so I think worrying about melee damage earlier was just a mistake. I need to focus purely on the elemental burn tick, so I will grab this just for, will it pay off? It's only 35. Yeah, that'll pay off. We'll get it. There we go. Scared sausage. Key. Do I want the cauldron? It gives more damage. I have to pick up the consumable, but we don't really have any tree items. Our luck's not too high yet. I think there's better things we can spend our money on, so I'll just go ahead and go to wave 10. This eye surgery has been incredible. Yeah, what I need next are some more tree items so we could actually start spawning some more. That turret over in the corner is going to actually be getting kills though, so I could kind of leave that in the corner while I focus on other sides, because I'm mostly worried about material gain still. Although I can always run to it if I need some help, but it's not going to be the most helpful turret to seek cover with, because the main way it's going to be doing damage is via the scared sausage. Sorry, I got a little quiet there, thinking I was about to die. I had to bring on the focus. Definitely take this, that's huge. We really don't need the harvesting, and we're about to go into an elite. I'd like to reroll for something a little bit better. Alright, the armor is something at least. Our HP is still a little low, but I'll take what I could get with the armor. We'll get that torch, get it to level 4. Straight up to 9 people ticking with the burn damage, which is huge. We will raise our... Do we need to raise our speed in engineering at all? I think it'd help run away from the boss a little bit. We're already at 17 speed, but let's just get it up to 22, which is probably as high as we really want to get it. We'll get more crit chance at elemental damage. do we want to lower our HP more? The thing with that is we've already got 6 armor. I mean, the engineering is nice as well, but going down to 28 HP is really rough. I think I'll pass on this for now. We haven't really been building dodge, so I don't know how great that is. Here we lose HE regen just for attack speed and crit chance, neither of which we're really building for, so I don't think that's worth it. This lowers our luck, which could be viable, but we don't need the speed. Yeah, this whole shop's a reroll. I'll reroll one more time, maybe we'll get something cheap. This is huge. That actually makes our Pocket Factory a lot better just on its own accord, even without the Scared Sausage activating. We just need to make it through the Elite to get through to it, so let's go. Again, I'm not going to try to kill the boss, I'm just going to try to survive. Because with the torch, it's going to be really difficult to kill the boss. So on this stage, just focus on staying away from it, and then on the next stage, you'll be focusing on running towards it. Yeah, the other nice thing about Crash Course is I've played it a lot. When we get to the as I die, but at least I know the pattern there. I was gonna say the Abyssal Terror maps are the ones where I know the boss pattern's a little bit less. All right, well, not gonna quit here on episode 1. We're gonna keep at it. So let's do another restart. Let's see if we get it this try. Although this is taking a bit longer than I thought part 1 would take. There is a chance I will have to pause this here at another attempt or two. Get my dog a walk. And I didn't get the tree and I got less than 50, so overall pretty bad wave 1, but at least we got harvesting. We'll go ahead and grab the elemental damage here. Reroll. I'll lock that XP gain. I don't know how much the small fish is good. Well, I guess it gets us a little bit more damage at the beginning, and our attack speed is already fantastic, so I guess we could take a 3% hit to do a little bit more damage, so we'll do that. Normally I would have wanted to get another torch right away, but I figure we're gonna get one on the next shop anyways, and be stuck with it for a while, and I think this one's still gonna do plenty of damage enough for wave 2. So, moving on. It might even be debatable getting the Scar before my level 2 torch upgrade, just to get that XP gain right away. Because I think even on wave 3, a level 1 torch will be adequate. Maybe it won't be, and we'll learn the hard way, But yeah, here on wave 2, Burn's killing them just fine. I think even a level 2, the single hit wouldn't have killed them. We would have really been needing that burn damage anyways. So moving on to, yeah, we're gonna reroll. Sorry. I would love that level 2 attack speed under most circumstances. The thing is, I think we really have to focus our resources on other things. And I could take the HP regen or the armor, or go for some more harvesting, or even elemental damage, both of which will be huge. I think I'm going to do that. And we didn't get either one. I would normally wouldn't reroll this extra time. I think I'll do it one more time, just to... Yep, there's the harvesting. Cool. And like I said, I think we are going to get the Scar first, lock the torch. Now, last time we were having HP issues, so I do want to think that injection over. Overall, I think it's still worth it. I just need to pay attention to that and make sure that I'm getting HP to make up for it. I ran away without picking those up. That was foolish of me. But as long as I make the mistakes here early on, and then later on at the end, when it comes down to the wire, I'm actually performing, I think we'll do fine. Although if I die on this wave, it'll be incredibly funny. Maybe I do need that break. Now we got this. Get that elemental damage. Okay, last time, like I said, I think it was a mistake to go for the melee damage. The level 4 can be nice, but this is going to scale off of our elemental anyways, so we really can't just forgo that. And so out of these options, the regen and armor are both things I want later, but I think right now I still just want the elemental damage or the harvesting if I can find it. And so we'll pick up the harvesting. We'll get that level 2 torch. We'll get our lemonade first. I guess we'll leave that locked and we'll reroll. We'll get the gentle alien just to get some more enemies. And do I care about the goat skull? Like I said, I don't care too much about the melee. At least not enough to go for on the level ups, but this is just honestly pretty cheap to just buy 6 melee damage and get our initial hits just that extra bit. So I will lock that and go on to wave 4. It is unfortunate I blew the last run. Things were going pretty well for us, and I don't imagine we're going to get much luckier than that to get our Pocket Factory, our Scared Sausage, and our level 4 torch. But that's how it goes. You get lucky, but if you make mistakes in your movement and let the enemies kill you, then you mess up the run. That's just something you gotta live with. Alright. 8 harvesting is huge, puts us above 20. We'll grab the gentle alien. We'll get the flat melee first, and we have enough for the injection and a reroll. And we're at 1 consumable heal. This will get us more max HP and regen, and just undo our lemonade, which I think is fine. I just want to make sure we don't completely forgo our HP like we did last time. We'll do one more reroll, see if anything good's here. Nope. Alright, wave 5. And goal is to just hit them once and move on. I think if we do it like that, we'll get a lot more enemies actually killed. In that sense, knockback's actually pretty good for us. So I think in that initial run I had where I let my knockback get some negative, that was a pretty critical mistake. Because the hits of the torch really shouldn't be just doing damage. It should just be the purpose to apply flame and to keep the enemies off of us. And we have some horde waves this time too, so. Alright, now I think with our harvesting over 20 and our elemental damage, that's at 4. I wish I had more, but I will start building some HP regen. And there's our elemental. I'll grab the elemental over to harvesting now that we have it over 20. I'll grab the alien worm, and I'll grab the baby gecko just because we're going to be far away from our materials a lot, as I learned from the last few times. I'll go ahead and get the spyglass first. It's pretty early to make that nice. And do I want free? No, I don't want the -3 lockback. So we'll get the turret as well. Keep the speculation going that we'll get a scared sausage. Did I get something to slow us down? No. Don't know why I feel slow all of a sudden. Alright. Don't know why I decided to focus right there. This wave isn't too bad. It's not bad at all, what am I saying? If I thought this was bad at all, there's no way I'm ever going to clear on D5. There we go. Like I said, I don't really feel like we need more harvesting. I would have loved the level 2 upgrade here. The HP could be nice still. Elemental damage could be good to go for, but that's just one thing to go for. I might just grab the HP or the speed. I feel like normally when I get speed, I'll get a higher level one. I think at 0 we're still fine. Let's get the HP. And then I'll get the armor. We'll grab an I'll bring us down to negative consumable heal is the thing. Um, which am I willing to do that? We'll test this. This might be my mistake of this run, but I mean, if I don't feed in mistakes on every run, it's not interesting, right? If I played perfectly, there's other channels you can watch that. So let's grab the alien worm and re-roll. There we go. Get our 2 elemental damage, bring away our HP. The baby elephant really hasn't been working. I think I'm going to ignore it. It's just been wasting materials. Our attack speed, we don't really need. We still have it nearly 200, just a little shy. Which means we could bump our damage up too. I think I'll start by getting the elemental damage, then the missile, and I'll do a reroll. Get rid of temptation. I would like the more knockback. Again, I'll get that initial hit. I think we can afford to keep lowering our attack speed, because what's our cooldown on this? It's still at 0.3 something. So yeah, I don't think we've affected it at all with the minuses we take into attack speed. The bait sounds incredibly scary to me. Those lampreys could mess me up, but especially since I'm not doing damage on initial hits. I have to hit them, burn them, they'll get another charge at me. Like, buying bait could be how I lose the run, but that 8% damage could be pretty nice as well. And we are early on, so I don't have to worry about too much other stuff yet. So I will lock the bait. And we'll go on to wave 7. Maybe this time I'll take out a few eggs before they hatch. And I know we can take them out, but I had to focus them a little bit, which I'm already doing low enough damage on this character to where I'd rather just focus on being able to hit more other enemies. I don't think I'll make it to this one. No, we did. But I'm sure there's one spawning somewhere else. Yep, there it is. Took a hit. We're not gonna kill that guy. Alright. Pretty decent. Yep, we'll take some more healing opportunity. Like to see that. I get the HP or the regen. I think this regen gets us up to 10, which is a very nice number. I'll take that. And yeah, here we go. We'll take all those items we locked, do a reroll, get the coupon first, then the torch. We do have the 1 turret. I'm hoping for a pocket factory. And the book is super cheap, so we'll get the engineering. Alright, and yeah, we'll save our 7 materials and go on to wave 8 and hope that we don't get blitzed by these guys. And they're dying. Perfect. Not too bad. I think I'll leave that crate there, because I think my HP regen should get us to a nice spot before we would need it, and it's a good panic button for later. We are building up quite a cluster of the range guys. Don't actually know what they're called. I ran through him just to try to get a few more hits off, but didn't really do it. We don't need the attack speed. I don't want to lose the armor. That's a clear recycle. We'll get some more armor though. That's great. I like this for the knockback and the engineering. Over here we get the armor and engineering, but we don't really have enough of a for sure engineering thing to focus on it yet, in my opinion. So I don't think we get the cog. As far as the duct tape, I will go ahead and get that for the armor. And on this page, we do need the speed. So even though I like to usually get my speed through level ups, I would like to get this, especially before we get to that horde wave in 3 waves. And if we do get a pocket factory or something later, we get a little bit of engineering. There we go, some more speed. Perfect. This is the make our speed round. And we'll get another small fish. Cool. Still attacking pretty quick. I'll have to take a lot of attack speed penalties to mess that up. And these guys are just dying quickly, of course, because that's what they're for, is to die quickly. Get another tree. No crates from them, though, unfortunately. That's okay. I have a feeling one more tree will spawn by the end of this wave. We'll see if that's true or not. There we go. I'm feeling decent. The question is going to be how we handle that horde wave. The nice thing is I do have a decent amount of knockback on this weapon, and it's got good attack speed, so I think the main issue with the horde wave will be the bullet hell, but we'll see. Alright, let's get that nose upgrade, get our luck in, and our elemental damage is at 10. I could get that up to 14, or I could get some more armor again. I think our survivability is still hurting a lot. I'll go ahead and get the armor. Now here, that medical turret could be very nice. But I'm not going to get the wheelbarrow. Even though that 16 harvesting is nice, I don't think I could afford the armor right now. So reroll. This gets us HP. And we still care about melee damage a little bit, so I'll get that. I'll fix the negative consumable heal we have. And reroll. Reroll again. There we go. So keeps our speed positive. Oh, that's I think I'm gonna lock this because 40 harvesting is obviously amazing, and only a minus 8% damage is fine. So we'll get that tractor, and we can still get this head injury too. So we still got most of our damage. This will get us luck, dodge, and we're not even using lifesteal. And on top of that dodge, we get this too. We'll be at a nice 14%. So I like it. And I would get the pile of books if we had a pocket factory, but we don't. So I'm gonna hold off on that. It's expensive for just our single turret to get much use out of. And if it wasn't clear, I got the tractor before the other item because this wave wasn't the one I was worried about, and I want that 40 harvesting sooner rather than later, if I could help it. Now, if we had been going into the horde wave, I probably would have done it the other way around, just because I'd be worried about just my ability to survive that wave. But for just a regular wave 10, I felt like my odds were pretty good. I'm still very nervous going into that horde wave, but these are both very nice, but I really feel like we need that little bit of extra HP a bit more. Okay, so we have 2 dodge items locked. I just have to remember what their prices were, because they would have got us a 14% dodge. With this, we'll be up to 23% dodge, which is pretty nice, but getting that armor up to 10 is very nice as well. I think right now it's more important to get our armor up and focus on the dodge later. The HP regen's also nice, but I think we just need that a little bit extra armor first. The knot would be great if we actually had our level 4 torch, of course, but I do want to focus. Oh, how much? Level 4 went from dealing 6 hits to 9 hits, so that was quite different. Yeah, I'd rather keep the... Well, let's just start with what we need. Get the armor and the max HP. We'll get the... Yeah, we'll get the luck. We'll get this -1 armor. We'll lock the knot because I think it might be worth getting it, even without a level 4 torch. Because it's 6 times 28, we're mainly focused on just killing the normal basic enemies, not the bosses. And 6 ticks is probably gonna do a lot of damage on them. I'm not sure how much more 3 does. And yeah, we'll have to think on it. Maybe next shop with all this luck we bought, we'll get the a torch we could combine with, and we don't have to worry about it. I don't want to lower my dodge just after we buffed it. That could be interesting, but I really don't think we're going to be doing enough damage to kill bosses or elites ever to make the silver bullet worth it. We don't need the attack speed. I don't want to mess up my knockback. We've still got 18 on this weapon. And I think it's actually very useful, as mentioned earlier, so we'll just go into the Horde wave and hope for the best. I need to find where that medical... There it is. So we'll be hanging out around this medical turret for a lot of this, I think. Unfortunately, I can't rely on the knockback to keep me safe due to the knockback immune chargers, but... I'll just keep doing circles, get some trees to spawn some fruit, and make my laps by my medical turret for some additional healing. That dodge did come in handy. And yeah, that wasn't too bad. Alright. Past the first hurdle. So far I haven't made it past any of the elite waves, just the other horde wave. Right here I will go ahead and grab the luck. Yeah, the debate is if I get that knot or not. Because as soon as I buy that, I'm gonna get that torch. Just based on the fact that my luck is 45 and I am spawning level 3 weapons, I'll try a reroll or two. We'll take the sad tomato, get some more luck, even though it lowers our elemental damage, just to see if we can get that. We'll get these. I mean, now we can't even buy it. Weapon scales of engineering. That could make it nice to actually pick up our engineering and not feel somewhat justified on it. Alright, I got the not locked for next wave as well, so let's just go on to wave 12. I might keep it locked there a little bit. It is preventing, it might be hurting us from finding some options, taking up that whole slot, but I think it could be very critical to get it on this run. And it's not too hard to get to the point where I don't want to ever care about upgrading a weapon again on this character, because I only need one purple torch or one yellow torch in the shop to not have to deal with it anymore. Is it greedy to go for this guy, hit some ticks and hope the fire's enough? I don't think it will be. I think we're gonna have to make our way back to him again. I think going for that tree is just greedy, so... And we did not get the loot alien, did we? Oh no, we did. Cool, and we got the tree. Alright, incendiary turret, yes please. Now I think I will start building dodge. We'll get the fuel tank first, then the nail, re-roll. Get don't want medical. I'll get the elemental first. Lock this. One more reroll. Ice cube definitely. And yeah, we'll just keep that knot there. Wave 13. If I have enough materials for it, while still getting the other items I want. Next wave might be where I get the knot, just for a little bit of extra survivability going into another horde wave. And we'll just have to live with not getting our level 4 torch. I don't know if that is a mistake or not, but where I could see it being really nice to have the level 4 torch would be if we got the Greek Fire, because then it's enough ticks to basically guarantee an enemy dies. But I think with the amount of elemental damage we have, even with Greek Fire would give us enough ticks anyways, because we'd be doing our damage on top of the percent damage, of course. It's really hard to run into the middle with this character, but I think I got a little bit there at the end. We'll take another elemental tank, of course. And I'd like to get some more speed. Okay, Ice Cube is great. And then Medical Turret. I don't mind having a second one. Yeah, here's the dilemma. Do we take the knot or not? I think we do take it and live with the consequences. And then there's a Scared Sausage for next time. Now the improved tools is amazing. Our attack speed is huge. So, do we only have I thought we had a regular turret too. We do. So that one turret's going to shoot a lot more, and with Scared Sausage, it will, really be great. So, also, it'll help with our Incendiary turret as well. And I think it improves how quickly our lamp. Yeah, this just helps all around. I think it's way too late to get Celery Tea, so let's just go in and hope for the best. Spawn near here, and while it's early, work on making sure I kill these guys. And yeah, I love that our healing turrets spawn by each other. But we're gonna have to move away very shortly. Okay, the part that trips me up a lot is dodging these projectiles while dodging the hordes. And this is why I got the knot, just for that little bit of extra survivability. Yeah, that was, I could have done better on that. I think I just let the pressure get to me. Alright, this will be my last attempt of the night, but I will, of course, continue trying this till I beat it. As per the rules of my challenge. Did I give myself a hurdle that I can't pass in the very first episode? We'll see. And none of these. Pick up some elemental. Why not? Get our level 2 torch. Get. Do we want -2 harvesting to start with? I love the elemental damage, but I think until we get our harvesting going, I'm going to pass on the charcoal. I will grab the landmines just to help with our clear early on, and I will get the small fish just because our attack speed's great. I did not mean to stand on that X. Off to a great start. I still love our attack speed on this. You're like whack, whack, whack with this torch. Just compared to other characters who don't have 200% attack speed to start with. Still did not get very much materials at all that wave. Could have done much better. We'll re-roll, get some harvesting going at least. We will get that gentle alien. So the thing with the Lost Duck is it does lose us an elemental damage, but I think getting that luck sooner is going to help us level up our weapon sooner, which could pay off. We'll lock that coupon and move on. And yeah, just need to single tap them. They'll die on their own. Go pick up the materials. I don't know if a single tap on the tree does it. And I don't know still because I know I double tapped it there. I think it does it, but to be determined. We're not going to kill this guy. Unfortunately. Pass on all these. Get the 8 harvesting. That's key. I think here I will just take the 8% damage. This is level 2. We'll grab the coupon and the gentle alien, and we will reroll once to get extra knockback and that turret. I still keep going in on that turret strategy, but I do think that's going to be how I ultimately beat this, is with a scared sausage and some engineering, because just the torch is our only weapon. It's not even 6 torches, it's a single torch. I don't think it's going to cut it, so... Because we just don't have the initial burst clear we would otherwise need. Whereas that turrets... They're not going to give us that either, but they're going to at least spread out our damage to kill more enemies. So... Got some extra materials here at the end. We will grab our 4 elemental damage. Grab our boxing glove and our turret. Do a reroll. Get another coupon. Get some more elemental damage. We could afford a -3 knockback, so we got 23 currently. And do I spend the 5? I'll spend it on the reroll, so we want to lock anything. We don't. Do I want? I think I do get the curse. We haven't done curse yet, and it might be helpful. And I'll of course pick up the penguin. And now that I know I'm going to do curse, if I see one of the cursed enemies, I'll make sure to try to kill them this wave. Maybe if we get a cursed torch, that'll solve all our worries. Who knows? Actually, I think a cursed torch is far better than a regular one, of course. But the number of ticks I'll have when I burn enemies will be so much more. So it'll make it a lot easier just to hit them once and run away. And that might be key. Cool. Next wave, we'll of course pick up a bag. I would never pass on a 15% attack speed up normally, but I just really don't think we need it on this character. 8% damage is juicy. Yeah, I'll get that. Cool, we'll start with the penguin, then our corrupted shard, do a reroll. Triangle of power. The thing is, I don't think we're doing a good enough job keeping enemies off of us with just a torch to make that worth it. I will go ahead and grab the spyglass though. I think it's early enough to make that worth it. And I will lock that fishing hook. I think that will be key for my whole idea of curse. And we'll go ahead and grab this, unlock the mutation. Just as long as we have some positive knockback, I think we're fine with it. And let's move on to wave 6. So I guess the main goal now is going to be to, at all costs, get a cursed torch. And we could upgrade it relatively easy because we only have 1 weapon. So even if it's only a level 1 torch, I'm going to try to get the fishing hook and lock that in the shop. And see if we can get a cursed torch going, and if that solves all of our dilemmas that we've had. Never had a cursed torch before, so this will be fun. I've never tried to beat a character using only torches before either, let alone the one-armed. So, all right. Range damage, range. That's not worth it still. We'll get the level 2 HP regen, and we'll get the HP up. Get the fish hook, of course. Get the elemental damage. We'll get the baby gecko. And we'll get the HP boost. Reroll for hopefully a torch. Don't see one. Torch. Don't see one. It's early enough, and I got some HP regen now. I will grab the weird ghost. I will get another gentle alien. I'll lock the cute monkey, and I'll do one more reroll for a level 3 torch. Alright, and I'll lock the camp. This whole shop's amazing. Alright. Don't let myself die from the weird food is the goal. Yeah, the game's gonna taunt me with the best shop I could have asked for. I mean, I'll just die right away, right? Get that food just to hopefully prevent the death. I am feeling the speed down I picked up somewhere. So I am going to want to fix that if I picked up a speed down. Or I'm just imagining I did again for no reason. One of those mini boss, or not mini boss, but elite enemies is cursed. Not elite either. Yikes. Got lucky there. We did pretty awful damage-wise on that one. But let's get some armor. We did get a cursed campfire, which is amazing, so we'll take that. I will pick up the rest of these. I am going to leave the torch locked because I would love to get that cursed. Even if it means going a bit longer without a level 3 weapon. And do I want repost? Dodge and attack. I don't really have dodge yet. I probably want it by the end of this run, but it's not worth spending on it just yet. So let's go to wave 8. And cool. Just gotta tap them once, move on our way. I doubt I killed the armored one. Yeah, I didn't. But the second one will probably do it. Shoot. Let's correct. Come. I'm really glad that... The thing I was worried about is we do damage over time, so I was really worried if I'd actually be able to break that tree to get the fruit. But we did. So... I need to check if I have negative speed. And if I do, I need to correct that as soon as I can. Our damage is quite lacking compared to our previous attempt. Yeah, our speed is negative, so I really need to fix that. Do I go for it here? Or do I grab some HP or damage? I think I do try one reroll for speed or something. None of these are really what I was looking for. We'll do one more reroll. I'll just go ahead and grab the armor. There we go. So we'll recycle this, grab our cursed torch and our cursed gentle alien. We'll lock the bean teacher. We'll grab the head injury, do a reroll. Yeah, don't mind if I do. We do have the landmine, so the explosion damage could help us a little bit. I don't know if it's really worth spending 37 on though, because it's gonna fall off quickly. I really want them just to spread my scared sausage later on, so I'll not get that. But I'll reroll to see if there's anything worth locking. Focus is pretty fantastic, so let's go on to wave 9. I didn't check the stats of this cursed torch yet, so I'll have to do that after this wave. See how much better it is than a normal level 3 torch. But I seem to be doing some pretty decent damage with it, hitting people on just the initial hit, which is new. 69. This is meant to be. Yeah, and this is so much better. This is the perfect wave to get it. If we were still struggling to kill on this wave, it would have killed our farming wave, and yeah, it would have been quite awful. The question is if I could kill that loot alien. Now the knockback makes it annoying. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I think it only hit the loot alien once, maybe twice, and that was enough. Perfect. Of course, damage over time is what really did it, but get some more harvesting. And pickup range with just a little bit of dodge. Sorry, negative. Yeah, I'll take that. And then I can get more luck or elemental damage. I think let's check the stats on this. So yeah, so this one does basically better than a level 4 one would do normally, or as good on the burning ticks. And yeah, its initial damage scaling is incredible compared to the regular torch. So yeah, Curse was the way to go, I think. Let's get some luck to see if we can get another level 3 to spawn. And some HP regen. None of these got cursed, unfortunately. I do have a 15% pity bonus. I would love it if that Frozen Heart got cursed. It does make our burning activate slower, but it does help our initial damage a lot, and it gives us a lot more elemental damage. 16 more, so it'll double our elemental damage. I will grab this Bean Teacher for now. Do I grab the Focus? I think I do grab the Focus, and we'll just go for a Cursed Frozen Heart. And I need to fix my speed. So, Medical Turret we'll grab. Then, between Baby Gecko and Head Injury, I'm going to grab the Baby Gecko, and I'm not going to lock the Head Injury just so I could get a little bit of pity bonus from the hook onto that Frozen Heart, and hope that we curse it. Because we get a Cursed Frozen Heart, it'll be even more elemental damage that gets doubled. And we might not have to... Wow, we're just shredding through these guys. It's so weird, none of the runs have been like this. Where we just kill enemies in one hit of our torch. Who needs the fire, right? That was a bad mistake in movement. I should not have gone up there for him. That was called getting greedy. We managed to make it through it, but if I had died right there, it would have been fair. Alright, let's... Yeah, there's still no reason to get this. And I will roll just to see if I get a level 2 of some sort. 9% dodge, I'll only be at 4 net. And we're about to go into a... No, it's not till wave 12. We get our dodge now, focus on it a bit later, go for one more reroll. I say one more reroll. And I think out of these, fix our speed still. Cool. And I'll just grab the... our damage is at... Oh yeah, because we're the... even still, because... Oh, damage modifications, so yeah. That's how I got up so high. Oh... I'd really like something defensive at this point. I know the dodge is defensive, but not really. I want something short-term defensive, so let's do one reroll. Let's get the HP. Still not cursed, but we have one more wave to go for it, and now we're at 20% pity bonus. So let's just let it go one more time. Do I do speculation and get the lighthouse? What's nice about the lighthouse at the very least is it gets us more healing from our medical turret. And of course we had the landmines and the regular turret. Did we have a scared sausage? I don't think we did, but yeah, sure. And out of all these, this, I don't want to lower my speed more, especially now that we're one-tapping them. Reroll again. We'll get some more luck, and I think I could afford the bait now, so I will get it. Reroll one more time. The Vigilante ring is big, because I'll end up being doubled, so 6% damage at the end of the wave, and we'll kind of soar away with that. I'd like to get that right now. Question is if I get the metal or not. It'll get us an extra armor and speed, and yeah, I really do need to get that, so I will lock it. It does lower the pity. It does split the pity bonus chance between my Frozen Heart and metal, unfortunately, but I do need those defensive stats. Possibly more of an offense at this point, so I think we do need to lock that metal before the Horde wave. And next wave, I'll probably just buy both of them, whether they're cursed or not, before we go into the Horde wave. Oh yeah, I forgot I spawned the Lampreys. That could have been bad if I hadn't been paying attention. I was ready for just a nice smooth start to the wave. And then boom. Lampreys charge. At least this isn't one of those runs where I'm not paying attention to buy them right before an elite wave. That's where they really get you. And it's always your fault when you do that. I could really just... I can't quite run into them, though. It's because we got the bandage charging guys. I can't kill them in one shot like the others, so I can't just charge into a group of enemies hoping my attack speed takes them out. And even though our attack speed's fast, it doesn't quite keep up with the amount. Cool. Tyler, I will take you because you scale on elemental as well, so that's quite amazing. Out of these, we will do some more HP regen, and then, yes, get that speed. Alright, the Frozen Heart was cursed, that's amazing. It gave us, yeah, it gave us a lot more elemental damage. So, we'll take that. We'll take the medal for our defensive stats, like I wanted, and even more. So now, our torch is doing a whopping 233 damage all on its own. And each burning tick is doing 164 damage, which is great. I'll do one reroll, because we have the... oh, perfect. We'll lock that medal. We'll lock this as well to see if we can get it cursed. I don't think the Spyglass is really worth it at this point. We're really just going to be going for anything that... I think what we really need to focus on is just more defense and survivability. So health regen, armor, dodge, all that. Unfortunately, that's not too bad. You can bring him over here to Tyler. He'll do a good job taking a bunch out, I think. And remember where my medical turret is. Going through them because I know there were a bunch of fruit in there. I knew I'd be able to survive to get to the fruit. I unfortunately did not hit that tree back there, which I was hoping I would just to... There we go. And I had a crate the whole time too, so perfect. We have plenty of HP. I will get the armor. I'll bump our engineering as well. Our speed is already 20. That's perfect. Do I want more luck? Yeah, I'll get more luck. Increase those chances for a higher upgrade, and I'll get that HP regen. Of course, we'll pick up the cursed metal. We will get that power generator. Don't want to curse it. No, I'll just pick it up. It's not that important to curse. We'll get that. Reroll. We could start getting some lifesteal, but no, we're really just an HP regen character. I don't think that lifesteal will help us that much. This gets us some more luck and engineering for our little bit of engineering resources we have. And I don't think the material gain necessarily comes back at this point. Oh, it might, especially with a horde wave coming up. So, you know what? We will get it. And then I will get that pearl. The adrenaline, unfortunately, we still have negative dodge. I think we'll pass. And then yes, get that torch. We'll get a level 4 cursed torch. That'll be amazing. And do I get the mouth now or try to curse it? I think I'll try to curse the mouth. May as well. No need to worry about pity on anything, so let's go. And also because I really don't think I needed them out to survive this wave, so if I can, may as well try to curse it. I wasn't going to go for any more rerolls anyways, so gotta remember that I had the fish hook this time. Let myself take several hits there, actually. So let's just back up a little bit. Let Tyler do some help. Gotta be careful. I really don't want to lose it on this run because I'm actually got a pretty good build going, or I'm actually killing enemies. We don't need the attack speed harvesting or life steal, so because yeah, what's our cooldown? It's 0.31. The attack speed's not going to help that, so reroll. Get some more armor, may as well. And yep, let's get up to a legendary torch, level 4 torch. So 300 damage on the hit. Does 17 times 2 ticks of 232 fire damage on them. Spreads to 2 nearby enemies. That's amazing. We'll get a pearl just to see if we can spawn some more, and of course the broken mouth. I don't really. Oh, we're not even at 40 harvesting yet, are we? Sure, we could take the fertilizer, get a full reroll. Now here, we get the knockback, melee damage, and XP gain. It's still wave 14, and that could be quite crucial. Or we could get the armor going into a horde wave. I do want all of these, so I'll just mark them all as locked right now. We can only pick one right now going into our wave. I think out of these, our damage is fine. The XP gain's nice, but I'm more worried about surviving the wave. And in that respect, I think I'm going to take a little bit of extra armor. I think 13 armor is already pretty good, but we'll just get it up to 15. And yeah, maybe we'll curse one of those other two. Alright, here it is. Second horde. This is where we lost last time. Let's see if we could redeem ourselves. Try to take out these shooting guys early before I can't get to them. I may just be focusing a bit here. The Chargers finally found me. But yeah, that was fine. Just hide in the corner. Lifesteal, 10% enemies, -5 harvesting. We got our harvesting over that 40 hump, so I think that is worth it. Alright, here I think it's a choice between that 9 HP or the 4 HP regen. 66 is good, but I think we have a lot of luck. We have the healing turrets, and we are dropping a lot of fruit, and we have 20 regen already. I think I will get the HP here, just to feel a little bit safer with that cap I have. And yeah, that cursed black belt, so nearly almost 50% XP gain. Then of course the melee damage, knockback. It lowers our luck, but that's not too bad. Our luck's pretty high, so yeah, we'll definitely pick that up. And then of course more damage, more elemental damage. Our engineering's at 22. I think I will get the cog. It gets our knockback up a bit more, which on that last wave, our knockback's really the only reason we survived. And I think we may have done some lowering to it. So 20, we'll get up to 21 knockback and get the extra engineering and a free reroll. So always get some cheap cute items. It's great. And elemental damage, yes please, because yeah, that damage on this torch is crazy. I don't think we're gonna get much use out of the piggy bank. Let's get some more knockback. I think. So the issue with the knockback aura is I think it could hurt us from trying to kill enemies, but I think now that we have an elite coming up, and I still think with just one weapon, getting more knockback is still going to be more helpful than detrimental, so we'll get the lantern. Maybe we'll curse it too. I will get this cauldron, more pickup range. We have enough HP regen already, I think, where we could handle it. And we're dropping a lot of consumables, and all of these are kind of meh. I'll lock the pencil. If it's cursed, I'll buy it, maybe. Because we do have a couple things that scale off of engineering, so I can go find them, but yeah, we're fine. Let's go to wave 15. And we got plenty of waves to our elite, which is nice. And what I really need to do is focus on actually getting kills and picking up materials to make sure we can afford all this expensive stuff, because we're getting some nice stuff in the shop. earlier I turned down some scopes and stuff, but I'm wondering if that extra range would have been pretty helpful actually, because I haven't really thought about it. The range on this torch is actually quite abysmal. Get some more curse. Well, that was the perfect run, and that was me messing it up. So, unfortunately, I'm out of time for tonight, so I'll have to continue this attempt next time. Hello, everyone. I'm back again with some more attempts on my random challenge. This will either be a continuation of the last video or part 2, depending on how I break this up. But as per last time, we have failed to beat it with the one arm so far using the torch, so we will continue those attempts. Now, reflecting back on this, I think my main issue last time wasn't with the actual setup, but it was skill-based. I think we had a winning run there on the last attempt, and I messed it up on that last second of the wave, so this time around I'm gonna just try to play better, and hopefully we get it early on this time. But with all that said and done, let's go ahead and begin. So, goal here is just to tap them and run on, get as much materials as I can, and actually start to pick up the materials now. I will not be able to get that tree, unfortunately. Cool. Didn't get them all for this wave, but I don't think I'll actually need that many wave 1. And the harvesting I love to see, we'll pick that up. Get our level 2 torch. And do I want to get the curse or damage first? I think I have room for both. I do have room for both. Boom. And we'll throw in one reroll for it. Get some more damage and get some more consumable healing as well. Excellent. One thing I do want to keep in mind, I think was an issue last time, is I want to pay attention to range as well. While normally not that important, I do think getting a bit more range to hit a few more enemies with our swings will help a lot, especially with just one weapon. So getting a negative range right there, that's not too bad, but I want to keep it from getting too negative and maybe pick up some positive range items or upgrades along the way. With that said, let's go on to wave 2. And again, just rely on the torches burning to finish them off and try to make sure I'm actually hitting enough enemies to spawn more. Tree is great. I think tapping it twice was enough, and it was perfect. And make sure to pick up these materials as well. Double tree spawn is excellent, and spot crate even better. So, not amazing, left a lot on the ground, but again, I want to just make sure I have enough for future waves as well. This is great healing resource. Pick up some more harvesting, love to see that. We will pick up the, between these two, I'll pick up the damage first and throw in a reroll to see if we get anything else. Recycling machine could be pretty good, especially this early, so we'll lock that in. And I'm not gonna get another weapon most likely, and I'm not sure what item we'll get, so it'll have to be a weapon. This was already, it's still wave 2, so we'll go on to wave 3. There wasn't much of a point to reroll there with 2 things locked in the shop already, because in the first 2 waves you're guaranteed 2 weapon spawns, so the odds of getting a level 2 torch right there without any luck was pretty low. There we go, picking up materials, getting back all the stuff we missed from the last wave. And right now I'm not too worried about running into them to pick up more materials, but I do want to make sure I'm not sloppy later on. I can reroll for some more elemental from elemental damage. Oh, I got elemental already, so it's really a debate between elemental or a level 2 HP upgrade. I think I will go with HP just because it's level 2 upgrade, so get more efficiency that way. And I don't really need the engineering or any of these. I know I mentioned I want more range, but not in this way, not with a level 1 upgrade, so we'll reroll. We don't need attack speed. We could get our HP regen going or some armor. I'll get the HP regen started. And yeah, moving on. Oh, that's great. So we could get the... Yeah, we'll have enough rolls. We'll get the recycling machine and this whistle, get more loot aliens in, and go on to wave 4. And the combo of those is nice because with more loot aliens we'll get more crates, and with more crates we'll get more stuff to recycle. So hopefully that gets us actually a big boost of materials. I'll just see and make sure to actually kill the loot aliens as they spawn. Which with this build is easier said than done, but... But it looks like we're not getting any loot aliens this way. Even if one spawns now, it's going to be too late. We don't have the output to actually be able to kill it. And we're not going to be able to break this tree. We shouldn't have ran for it, but that's okay. Run goes on. We don't really need lifesteal. Engineering's not really something we need to put our eggs in the basket for, and crit chance is the thing we're going for. And we already have plenty of attack speed, so rerolling this. Now, with a guaranteed level 2 upgrade, I would love to get some harvesting or elemental damage. Our elemental's still at 0, and getting that up early would be nice. The HP and armor are, of course, nice, but I think we need to go for one of those two, specifically one more reroll. And unfortunately, we didn't get it. I could go for another reroll, but it costs 6, and we're not guaranteed to get it still. The luck is nice because it'll make it more likely to find that level 2 torch in the shop and get our torch combined up to level 3 quicker. So the question is if I want to waste a guaranteed level 2 upgrade on it or go for the reroll simply. I guess another route to go is that damage. It gets doubled, so it's actually plus 16% damage, and that probably is the most efficient option to go with. Rather than risk losing another reroll, I think I will just grab the damage. Get our damage percent up to 32. Could have done better there, but I think I'm happy with how it ended up. We're on wave 5, so I will grab the Scar. Just keep in mind the range, and then I will grab the weird food and do a reroll. Padding. I'm not building up that much material, so right now it's kind of just an expensive plus 3 HP. I think there's better stuff we need to go for first. And I'll do one final reroll. I will lock that. Get more XP gain, melee damage, and lock back all things we want. Knock back all things we want. Losing the luck is unfortunate, of course, but we could account for that later. So far, I'm not feeling amazing about this attempt, but we'll see if we get some good item spawns later to make up for it. I would love to get some crate drops on this wave. Still haven't seen any loot aliens, of course, and I think we're at the point in the wave where we're not going to be able to kill one with our torch, even if one did spawn. So, all right, we could grab some melee damage, which we haven't been seeing our elemental damage. I think that will help us get some initial kills, so I will take that. I just don't want to focus on it. And I'll grab this plus 45 range. It's level 3 upgrade, and I do want to pay more attention to that on this attempt. Alright, grab the black belt, the HP regen. I'll lock the goat skull just for some extra melee. It helps. And lock this coupon and move on to wave 6. Yeah, so for our stronger melee damage, we could actually take out those rushers in one hit, which is nice. I think they're, I don't remember their official name. The unarmored chargers, maybe. The chargers are the ones that actually are armored. Okay. Either way. Oh, there's a cursed one. Yeah, we picked up that shard at the very beginning. Forgot about that. Cool, we got a crate, which is nice. Yeah, we're struggling to get some kills there at the end, but I will pick up the Gentle Alien, help our economy a little bit. And for level 2 upgrade, I'll pick up the armor. Still hurting on not getting any elemental damage, so I really need to keep an eye out for that. Out of these, the effective steroids are actually pretty nice because our attack speed's so good, so this just gives us a bunch of stuff we want. The Claw Tree, we're not really going for crit chance, but it's only 1 HP. I think we can afford that to get some more melee damage. And then we'll do a reroll. Weird Ghost, we'll be buying it on wave 8 if we get it, which is manageable. We have a little bit of HP regen, so that's fine. And then I'll get the Charcoal finally. Well, it's minus harvesting, but maybe we'll get lucky and get a +8 harvesting in the shop. But right now we're hurting so much for elemental damage that I think I'm willing to lose the 2 harvesting. So let's go on to wave 7. And let's try to get this healer first. Without much elemental damage, I am going to want to try to hit those eggs before they spawn. Because our main way to kill those big enemies is to actually burn them away normally. But without that, I'm not going to really have an easy time meleeing them to death. So, unfortunately, I have 2 who spawned already. We'll try to get this one. Yeah, we really need the elemental damage to take care of these guys with the way this weapon works. The melee damage is good for the smaller enemies, but yeah, we just need the damage over time to take these out with a single torch. And we don't have that currently. Unfortunate, but that 10 harvesting is exactly what I wanted, and we're not building dodge currently yet anyways. Perfect. Here's an interesting dilemma. I could fix our luck back to 0 or get some speed. I think I'll get the speed. And then finally we got some elemental damage, which is huge. So here, I think I'll actually definitely grab the bowler hat first. It'll get our harvesting up past 40, which is amazing, and give us our luck back, which is great too. Now out of these, I could get the XP gain or some more elemental damage. I think I will get the XP gain and then the Weird Ghost and keep that elemental damage locked. But I'll go ahead and do one more reroll. That level 3 torch is huge. Love to see it. And Decomposing Flesh, I'm not really going to be getting much value out of Lifesteal this build, so because we just have the one weapon, even at the high attack speed, so I'm going to let it slide, but everything else is great for us, so let's go on to wave 8 and play it safe at the beginning of this wave while we wait for our health to go back up. If we could find a crate or something, that'd be amazing. A crate or a fruit. Any drop. A consumable. There's a fruit. And then there's a tree. Which, I lost more health than I gained going for that. Once again, I think that was a mistake in my movement. I think I could have definitely gone in there and out without much issue. I just did a weird circle loop and messed it up, but that's okay. I could afford some mistakes like that, just not too many. Got some more curse, which is nice. If we could get a cursed torch again, that would be incredible. I think it'd help a lot with the run, but we'll have to see. Now that our harvesting is at 47, I think we're good on picking up harvesting upgrades. What we might want to do instead is just get some more speed while we're here. We could get the elemental damage though. That'd be great too. I think going into the next wave, I'm going to get the speed first. Alright, first step, we're going to recycle our torch and get torch 3. Then, yeah, we wanted to build our speed because we're going to get the armor. Perfect. So get the armor, the elemental damage here, and then the shard, do a free reroll. And I will lock the glasses just because I think the range will help us. Goldfish, it could be nice if it gets us a level 4 torch or something, but it's not always guaranteed to help. I don't really think it's worth locking, so I'll let it slide. And yeah, we'll just keep these guys cleared out. Having the high melee damage is pretty nice to help get them down so low on that first hit. Actually, I think we're one-tapping them, so. The cursed ones aren't being one-tapped, but the main ones are. we're actually keeping the numbers low this way, which is nice. Although struggling on wave 9 would be a very bad sign for our chances of actually winning on this. There we go, some more crates. This hurts our HP regen just by giving it gives us 4 melee damage, which is definitely worth considering. How much are we doing on our initial hit? 46 damage, currently with 80% scaling. I think we could afford to hit to 1 HP regen, so I'll take it. And then, yeah, I'd love to get more knockbacks. We'll take that. I think we definitely need more luck, so I'll go ahead and pick up that 15 luck. And then here, I will pick up the 2 elemental damage over those other upgrades, just because I really think we need to get that up higher for our burns. Oh, and some more. Again, we don't really need the harvesting. I get the luck or to dodge. I think it... Do we start building dodge? Is the question. I think it would be very helpful to pick up this level 3 dodge, just so we could start building that a bit more and survive a bit better. I'll start with the dangerous bunny, then we'll get the extra regen. We can afford to hit a 3 to our harvesting, and we'll get the glasses to do our reroll. And then, again, I think we're fine on the harvesting. I don't want to take the hit to melee damage, but I will go ahead and get myself some more luck with this metal detector. It does lower our percent damage by 10%, but we're already at 48% damage, so I think we are fine with that. And we're still only at the halfway point. Treasure map is... I think that's worth it. The middle landmines... Again, that's speculation, and I don't know how much that's been working out for us, but if we do get the scared sausage, it could set some more enemies on fire. And now that we've actually built up a good, decent amount of elemental damage, that could help us a lot, so... I will go ahead and get those. And then we'll do maybe one more reroll. Incendiary turret could be nice, set some more enemies on fire, and so is this spyglass to lower our reroll price. I'll go ahead and grab the spyglass first, but I will lock the turret, and we'll save our materials to go on to wave 10. I think for most enemies, we are just going to kill them either on the first hit or the fire will take them out, so I really just need to focus on hitting them once and moving on. And then go back for pick up the materials later. And of course, survive. I also need to start getting in a bit closer, I think, so I can make sure I'm hitting more enemies with each of my swings, because it is just the one swing, even if it does have a high attack speed. And yeah, I forget if we had 4 or 5% dodge, but it just came in right there. Nice to see it. Makes me happy we picked up that upgrade. I mean, we didn't need it to survive right there, but it's good to see it's already doing some work. We are starting to get overwhelmed, which makes me very nervous for the horde wave. Oh, and then we lost, so yeah, should be nervous for the horde wave. We're not even gonna make it to it. That's okay. I didn't really have high hopes for this run. It was feeling off at the beginning, so we'll just do another retry. Go again. I did not mean to stand on that X. That was a pretty avoidable mistake I made, but oh well. I want to at least see us get into the 50s for our materials. Obviously higher is better, but there we go, 51. And here, I'll go ahead and do a reroll for harvesting or elemental. We got the harvesting, perfect. I'll buy my second torch. We'll get the whistle, maybe we'll get lucky and get one spawning right away. Then I'll lock the glasses, do a reroll, and lock gentle alien. Move on to wave 2. And like last wave, they'll all be dying after just one activation, so hit them and move on. But try to keep the circle tighter so I can hit the materials. Yeah, not a ton of materials. Wasn't too hopeful for that though, so. Here we'll go ahead. I could take the melee damage and start hitting them and killing them quicker, but I think I'd rather reroll for harvesting or elemental still on this wave. And here I didn't get either, so I'll do one more reroll and we'll get the harvesting, perfect. Alright, I'll grab the Gentle Alien. We don't have enough for the glasses, but I'll throw on one more reroll, and we'll get the Scared Sausage. Have it at the beginning this time, so when we get our engineering stuff, we actually know that it's going to be helping, rather than banking on it to come up later. And one thing I want to remember with the engineering is I don't want to split our upgrades with it like I was doing on the previous attempts. I think I'm just going to focus on it as ways to apply my Scared Sausage, but really just keep the focus on that elemental damage. Because the engineering also doesn't get that plus 100% modification boost that our elemental, melee, and percent all do, so don't really need any of these. We'll move on to, now that I've got some harvesting, I think I'll go ahead and grab this melee damage now that we're moving into later waves. And that elemental is perfect too. Grab the Scared Sausage, and I'll grab the percent damage for the glasses, I think. So I'll throw on one more reroll, and we'll grab that melee damage. Move on to wave 4. Well, the melee is not my focus. Having those initial hits still does help. And you get a lot more melee ups than you do elementals, so it's not worth ignoring entirely. Alright, here we go. We'll grab 4 elemental damage, love that. And because we had the Scared Sausage, I will grab that turret. And then we'll grab the melee damage, and finally those glasses. Currently don't have any explosions going on, so I will ignore that. I could get this. It gets us some HP regen and HP. It will bring our consumable heal down to negative though, which is a problem. I don't know if the early regen's worth that, but I do like the HP. I guess we could grab this and just hope we get some weird food or lemonade later. So I'll grab that for now. That might be a mistake, but we'll see. And I'll throw on one reroll, see if there's anything we want to lock. Spyglass, I do think that's plus 10 range, and it's going to be helpful. The reroll price won't help too much right away, but it'll help later, so I'll lock that. I'm going to focus on getting in closer to them without actually taking hits, which will be key to getting more kills and getting us more materials. Cool, I don't think that one was too bad. I got 2 level ups. For a level 2 upgrade, I'll grab the speed now. We'll want it later anyways. And at this level 1, I'll grab the elemental damage. Start boosting that some more. Here, we will grab another Gentle Alien, get some more enemies to help our economy a bit more. And I will grab that Spyglass, and I'll pick up the Lumberjack shirt. And then we'll lock the Boxing Glove. One thing that's nice about the Lumberjack shirt, other than just removing it from the pool, is a lot of our tree kills are from that burning damage. So now, when we need a desperate heal and run up to a tree, we could actually break it right away. Of course, I lowered our consumable healing, so it won't be as helpful as it would have been, but again, that may have been a mistake. Probably find out shortly. Or it'll be irrelevant and I'll die for other reasons that had nothing to do with it. We'll see. Trying to really focus on hitting large amounts of the enemies. I took a hit there because I saw a fruit on the other side, and it was a good way to hit a bunch of enemies with my torch to get some more material drops. That 10 harvesting is nice. It'll get us past the 20-point mark. So we'll grab the Boxing Glove, and of course we'll grab the Defective Steroids. Our attack speed's still up at 200, so going down to 197 is really not painful at all. And we'll get up to a level 3 torch. Great shop so far. Great. I love to see the snake, so we'll grab that for sure. And I love to see the weird food. I will lock the baby elephant and the head injury. I still have hopes. Do I actually lock the baby elephant now or wait for my luck to get up first is the question. I think until we get some luck, the baby elephant's not that worth it. 1 damage just isn't a lot and it costs 41, so I'll actually pass on that. But the head injury, 12% damage, -8 range, that's great. Cool, and we're actually one-tapping these guys because their strength is so high, which is nice. I'll have to go heal the healer, and this tree, of course. Took a big hit there. I may have gone double tapped. At least I hope I was double tapped because we're taking hits that big right now. We really need to focus on health and armor a lot more. I was hoping to focus a bit more on offense first. Got it just in time. Just because we only have the one weapon, having these guys walking around, I think is just distracting us too much from being able to hit other people. So the extra, oh, we got the materials from him, but having a whole bunch like we did last round kind of hurt our material income a lot. I think out of these upgrades, I could either get the speed or the armor. I'll go ahead and get the armor. I was seeing a need for defense right there. And out of these, either the HP or the regen. Of course, the 24% damage is great too, but I think we need some more defense before we get into our... we still got 5 ways, but it's a good chance to get it now. I'll get the 4 regen. And amazing, we got our level 4 torch already. So, less to worry about there. We could get this as an expensive way to build up our speed. Like I said, I don't want to focus on just getting engineering. I want it to just be a way to apply our scared sausage, but the engineering still is nice to have a little bit of, and that speed we could definitely get into the double digits. I think I will buy the compass, and then we'll throw in a reroll. And yeah, I'd like to get some more harvesting, even at the cost of armor, and we'll go ahead and grab the alloy, just because that's going to be 6 melee damage and 6 elemental damage. And even the 3 engineering. It's good for us for a lot of reasons. And we haven't even built dodge yet. We keep getting negative dodge on these attempts. We'll see if we ever build it by the end of one, but... Alright, wave 8, here we come. And my plan will be to come back for these materials now. Nice. I like how we could single tap these guys. I think the speed is helping us actually catch up to them, because we've had big roaming clusters of them in previous attempts, where I'm just not quite getting to them. And I almost lost it right there. Pay a bit more attention to dodging the big guys. Get our tree in. There's the lumberjack shirt coming in. Getting us our fruit drop right away, which is nice. Move in a little bit there to try to get more materials. And no crate, unfortunately, but we did pick up some other things. I can take that 16% damage boost, which is nice, but what might be nicer is re-rolling to see if we can get some defensive stats. I think I'll do that. And unfortunately, we just got... It's our level 2, more melee damage. I'll take that. Take the harvesting and the alloy. The bone dice is a little interesting because we should be getting actually plus 2% damage instead of plus 1. So, but we already have pretty high percent damage. We're gonna keep getting it higher. I don't know if it's actually worth spending money on. And that HP could kind of hurt us. We'll do a reroll about it. I will grab the luck. And yeah, that's about all I want here. So, wave 9. Let's get some materials. And I'll try staying away from that turret and running back at the end to pick up any materials that have accrued by it. Of course, if I need to run to it for protection or something, I could always do that as well. Hopefully there's a small pile of fruit that accrues near it, as well as just materials. So we're getting pretty lucky with our fruit drops so far. I didn't think our luck was that high yet. There's a loot alien. The first one I've noticed. If you guys have seen one already, have been screaming at me that I'm ignoring them. Sorry about that. But, yep, and we got it with our turret may have finished it off, or it was just our torch burn. Either way, we got it. And then there's the bone dice. For free, or I guess at the cost of 16 materials, that might be worth it. Yeah, I'll take it. The game's been telling me, yeah, our luck's at 0, so I'll grab the 15 luck. And I'll grab some more HP regen. I think I'll grab the black belt first, just get the XP gain, then our luck, then our HP regen. And we're gonna re-roll into, this gets us a bit of dodge, and that's about it. Not really worth it, just get our dodge to 1%. So I'll re-roll again. I'll get another snake, that's huge. And then this gets us another 4 elemental damage. And a little bit of crit chance, which isn't amazing on the torch again, but maybe it'll come up. Do I do another reroll? I think I will. There we go. And out of this shop, I think I will grab this. I don't even have to lock it. I could just grab it. I don't think minus 5% speed from Barricade is worth it, unfortunately. I do love that knockback, but it's not worth the cost. So we'll go on to wave 10. Yeah, I think I might test avoiding Curse this run. We've already got level 4 Torch, and the main reason I would want it is to get a Curse Torch, but I think our level 4 Torch is doing just fine on its own currently, so we will avoid building up Curse. Of course, we'll take some if we happen across like a shard or something, but I'm liking the lack of Curse enemies. Cool. Yeah, loot alien, not too bad to get. And apologies if the dog bark came up on the audio there. Risked it a little bit to get some extra materials there, but that was worth it, I think. Definitely take the speed up. That's amazing. I don't think we really need the extra 9% speed. Here, I think that extra 3 armor would be nice, because we got 2 waves to the horde, which is nice, but yeah, we need to get some more defenses. Our consumable heals at 1. We'll obviously get an extra snake, get some more extra, XP, and we'll buy out this whole shop. This will get us some more healing. Yeah, that's worth it. Then cute monkey. That'll be more healing as well. Fertilizer. We already have harvesting over 8, and I'm liking our melee damage, so I don't think it's worth it this far in. But we'll grab the cute monkey and the charcoal and lock the goblet. Go on to wave 11. What would be great for this character, I think, would be the fried rice, or whatever the one that gives you HP regen for every burning enemy is. Especially if we got some more structures. We just have our lone turret currently, but we do have that one scared sausage. We have this torch with the 2 snakes. We'll be having a lot of enemies on fire. And of course, I see more scared sausages. I'll grab those as well. I'm liking where our damage is at. I just want to shore up our defenses a lot more going into this forward wave. So hopefully we get some good stuff in our shop and level ups. I saw that loot alien right at the end, and unfortunately we did not take him out. So out of everything here, I'm going to go with armor. And then out of this, that's not going to help us on the upcoming horde wave. So I'm going to ignore the dodge, and I don't really think I need anything here to help, so I'll re-roll this. The 3 elemental damage is very tempting. That'll make our turret scared sausage do more damage as well. I was hoping for more defenses. Our health's only at 35 and our HP regen's at 13. Soon to be down to 10 with that goblet. It might be a mistake, but I think it's really hard to pass up a level 3 elemental damage, especially when it's doubled. It's going to get us +6. So we'll grab that. That anvil is huge, actually. It will give us extra armor. Unfortunately, we don't have enough materials to buy both the goblet and the anvil. I don't know which one's going to help us more on this upcoming horde wave. I think the goblet might, because it'll be actively healing us. The anvil won't help us at all until the following wave. So I think I actually am going to lock the anvil and get this goblet instead. And then I'll pick up charcoal to get a bit more damage output and reroll to see if I get anything else. The jerky is huge, I think. We'll get a lot more healing going in. And then out of these, I think these are all worth locking. Alright. So we got a really nice shop lined up for us if we can make it back to the shop again. So we'll see if we survive the horde wave or not. So one thing I was learning last time is we only have the one weapon. We can only attack in one direction at a time. So even though we could get trapped in them easily, I think hanging out in the corner is a way to go for as long as we can. But yeah, right there it just didn't work out. So I don't think we have quite enough knockback to really make it work, unfortunately. And then those chargers, of course, force us out as well. Let's start picking up some of these fruits to get the jerky going. So far, I don't think it's too bad, but we still got a full 10 seconds, so anything could happen. As we won last time, I could lose with just 1 second left to go. Alright, we did it. So we made it through the horde, and now it's just going to be elites, which I'm also very worried about because I don't think we're going to be killing them. So it'll be dodging the elites while dodging all the enemies. So here I could grab some more luck, but I don't really think we need it because I have the level 4 torch already. So this could be a good chance to start actually building up our dodge. This will correct it from being negative up to 5%, and I think I will do that. I'll grab the anvil right away because the sooner we get it, the better. And then between these two, I think I'll grab the Cyclops Swarm first. It's just more damage than Ritual. And then we'll do a reroll, get some more damage, and we'll lock the Gentle Alien again, I think. Alright, let's move on to Wave 13. I do want to get more HP going before the boss wave. I think we don't need to pick up as much armor upgrades anymore because we got that anvil. Something like the knot would be amazing to find in our next shop because we've got our level 4 weapon already, so we don't plan on needing to upgrade anymore for the rest of this run. And that will, of course, get us more HP on top of things. So I would have loved to have 15 HP by now. I think in our, not 15, 50. We have at least 15. But I think in our next level up, I'm going to really try to go for an HP upgrade. Because we're sorely lacking in that currently. I am noticing our ability to kill things isn't amazing again, but it is what it is. This gives us some more dodge, amazing. And of course, luck is always great too. So I think I do one reroll and hope we get... We didn't get HP, but we got HP regen, so I'll take that. I will reroll here, and we will do... That speed could be nice too, but I think I'll do one more reroll because we really need that HP. We didn't get it, so I'll just take the elemental damage instead. Alright, out of these options, the Gentle Alien does get us HP, so I'll take that, get us up to 40 at least. Then I will grab the extra elemental damage, the extra percent damage, do a reroll, grab, lock the crown, lock the beanie, and yeah, we'll move on. Okay, he's gonna stay away for the beginning, so for his first phase, I think we just avoid him. and focus on keeping these enemies down, because I really don't think we're going to be able to kill him. So he is going to start charging at us though, so let's make sure not to get too close. All right, once again, that was a failure on my part, but we'll be taking another break on this and continuing the challenge next time. Thank you all for tuning in. Catch you next time. Alright, I'm back once again. It's been a few more days this time. Let's see if we can finally get this and move on to the next character in this challenge. I do think what I need to really focus on today is playing the game better. I don't think I've been losing these runs because of the shop. I think my main issue has been proper movement and strategy on the field. So let's see if we could do a little bit better today. Fortunately, Wave 1's off to a pretty poor start with only 49 materials. I won't waste any on a reroll due to that, but we'll grab this elemental damage, lock a loot alien chance. We'll do one reroll to go for some more stuff. So worth another reroll? Yeah, we'll get that torch. Perfect. On to Wave 2. And I'll try to stay a bit more to the middle, let them come closer to me so I don't have to run as far for these materials. Well, I just start so far out. There we go. Got our level up, which we missed last time too. No, we got it last time, what am I saying? Alright, a little bit better, but still not the best. And I don't really need any of these right now, so I'll re-roll, and we'll go for some more elemental damage. Although I would love some harvesting too. We'll get the loot alien chance, do one re-roll to see if we could lock in anything. Not really. I'll just go to Wave 3. With 2 guaranteed weapons, and them very unlikely to be blue, I don't want to spend a whole lot of re-rolls there. The next 2 waves will only have 1 guaranteed weapon, so it'll be a bit more worth it. Nothing's going amazing yet, but I'm gonna just continue having a good feeling. I think this could be it. We really need the harvesting, so I'll grab this. Then, out of these, we'll get the HP. Yeah, we'll get the lemonade. We'll do one reroll for it. And we're definitely gonna want both of these. All right. I am wondering if Gentle Alien could be a mistake on this character, only because I can't attack on each side. So having more on-screen might be an issue when I get swarmed in the later waves, but I think this early I definitely want to take it, especially when we have low harvesting, we need the economy boost. But on further runs I might consider avoiding it, or even on this one consider picking up multiple. I know that's not usually what you want to do, you usually always want to pick those up, but I think it's just a unique circumstance on this one. We'll get some more elemental damage, that gets us up to 12, which is great. But like I said, we haven't gotten a lot of early harvesting, so I will pick up the Gentle Alien, and then we'll get the HP regen and the max health. Do a reroll, and nothing I really want here, and 5 is a little pricey for me right now, so I'll go on to Wave 5. Would love to get some crates spawning from those trees, but don't think I've seen a lot of trees all together yet, so of course now that I mentioned I don't have good luck with them against us, so I'd say, oh wait, no, here you go. Yeah, there's even a third one. And there's our crate too, to boot. Cool. We don't really need lifesteal, and I don't want to nuke our harvesting, so we'll ignore that. We don't really need the attack speed. I could consider the damage. I think I'll do a reroll here, and I'll take that +8 harvesting for sure. Cool. Out of these, getting a Berserker's not great because we don't really need the attack speed. Spawning a bot could be nice, especially since some of our issues is not being able to attack on all sides. Is it worth the price though? I think we'll buy it. Maybe that was a mistake, but I'll move on. Well, I've been mentioning I need to play better. I'm running into enemies a few times unnecessarily there, and I don't really even have the excuse to go for materials or fruit on these ones. I'm just not playing the best, so I need to really shape that up by the later points of this run. I may be playing this a bit too early, but we'll see. Today I've actually tried to log on before work, so it's early morning. We'll take the level 2 speed, and out of these, I do want to get some luck so we are more likely to actually see a level 2 torch. The blood donation would be great, we don't really have the regen for it, so it'll kill us right now, unfortunately. We do need more HP, so I'll grab that, even though it's a bit expensive. And we don't really want the salt water because they care more about the elemental than the melee, although I would like to get some melee damage. The problem with the hedgehog is it lowers our HP regen, and I think that's more important than our melee damage right now, so I'll move on. I'll grab the fuel tank, and I'll get the armor, and I'll get that mutation, get more elemental. Alright, I'm feeling good about our elemental damage, so I really want to focus on getting some more defense going forward. Make sure we're actually able to survive the runs I've been dying on. Because right now I know I could tap them and just let the fire take care of the rest. I guess the only offense I might want is a bit more melee damage for that initial hit, but the elemental damage scales in that too. It's just usually the melee pickups give you a bit better scale. Will give you more melee damage, of course, so it'll be a more efficient way to actually get that initial hit in. Or get the initial burst damage up, I mean. That guy should die soon. There we go. And that one there was me going in for more materials. We're not really using projectiles, and we have no engineering or anything right now, so I could take it as a tentative thing, but I won't, so recycle that. It's also minus 20% damage for me, so that's just bad for several reasons. I do want defense more, like I said. Do I want to pick up the armor here, or go for some HP regen or something else instead? I think rather than waste the rerolls, I'll just grab the... We could also get build dodge, but I'll just grab the armor percent of the armor. There are better things to go for, but I want to make sure we get what we can rather than just make a bunch of rerolls. So the alien worm's nice because we already got primary consumable heal. Do I want to take it back down to 0 for that regen and HP? Maybe. I will grab that. And I don't like to lower my luck, but I would like to get some more speed, so we'll grab that and that. Again, I don't want to lower the luck, but plus 10% speed is pretty nice. We are still low enough on harvesting where I will want to grab the fertilizer. And corrupted shard is actually plus 6% damage, so that's really good. And we'll lock both of these. Cool, so we only have to hit any of these enemies once and they will die eventually from the fire. Oh, we'll see about the cursed one. Yeah, the cursed one will live. He'll take 2 hits, but then maybe the armored one as well. looking forward to that leech, get our HP regen even higher. The lifesteal's not great, but I'll take it. Got most of those materials there. We're not gonna make it to the tree. So, and lure, I'll take that for sure. That's a great one. Yeah, HP regen. Love to see it. Of course, we'll take the coupon first. Poisonous tonic, because our attack speed's so great, it's really just gonna give us crit chance and range at the cost of HP regen, which I don't really want. So let me go ahead and it'll lower harvesting, unfortunately, but we got over 20 at least. I think I'll take it, and I'll take the fin. Go to negative luck, but I'll try to correct that. There we go, level 3 torch, and yeah, we'll save our materials, move on to wave 9. Yeah, so we're not typically killing all of them on the initial hit, but they are, of course, dying on the first fire burst, so hit the loot alien a few times, and hopefully, yep, it burns. Let's get that second one. That should be enough. It was. And yeah, we got a tree down here, and I saw another tree at the top right. So we'll cut across for that. Alright, I think that was a decent wave. We'll take this melee damage, I've been wanting that. Free pumpkin, once again, we don't really have anything that can use it yet, so I'll take the materials. We've already got 18 speed, so I don't know if I really need that level 3 speed upgrade. I think what I should focus on instead is just more defenses. What could be nice about this, though, is I need to get in close, and it'll help me dart in and out a bit more. If we get power gen, I'll take the speed level 3, but I don't think I'll take any more after that. Do I want to get even more harvesting or really focus on my defense? I think I'll get the percent damage actually, because that could be a bit higher for us. Once again, I'll take some more elemental, although how's our knockback doing? It's not too bad yet. I don't want to get that too low. Grab more trees, fix our luck, get our HP HP from consumables back up. And of course take a snowball because we're building an elemental build. So overall good shot. And right off the bat, I'll take the scared sausage first because I want to see more of them. Then the energy bracelet. This will get our next wave. Will put our harvesting up to over 41, which will be nice. Start getting even more per wave. And the pickup range can be nice too, because I find it hard, especially on the later waves, to get in for materials. And we'll grab the damage boost as well. So let's go on to wave 10. Yeah, I know you don't always want to get speed too high, but I've always enjoyed high speed. Speedy is actually one of my favorite characters, so. Trying to practice weaving now before it's more difficult on the later waves. I think I was doing there decently there for a second, but it kind of fell away from me. So still need to work on that. All right. That's interesting, because I just don't know how much the attack speed does for us, but I never turn down coffee. It's only, and it's also a 4% damage reduction, so I think I'll take it. I'll just check how much it helped. Yeah, 0.01 seconds. I don't think it's worth it in the future, but we'll take the 16 melee damage, and I'll take more luck. Cool. So let's get our harvesting up to 42. And get 4 more elemental damage at the cost of just 1 HP, and get another 12% damage. Do a reroll. Excellent, we got our level 4 torch. So, now we'll take some more HP regen. We don't really have dodge yet. It might be something I want later, but it's not something we've been focusing on too much either, so I think I'll leave that sitting there. Do I want to reroll for 15? I'll throw on 1 reroll. I don't really want to lower my elemental damage on this, unfortunately. The knot is amazing because we already got a level 4 torch, so I think I will definitely lock that. And again, I don't want to lower my HP regen even for 4 melee damage because I think I'm going to really need those defenses to make it through on this run. Let's go to wave 11. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take out this boss, I think. So let's just focus on avoiding its attacks. Meant to say elite, sorry about that. There's a chance I probably could have done enough damage, but I think once the other enemies started spawning, I would have been too overwhelmed to focus on the elite, so I think it was a good decision to avoid it there. I will take this, that's lovely. Always enjoy this relic. Unless you're like the builder or something. Now here's some interesting options. I think out of these choices I will just get a bit more HP regen. Obviously taking the not triangle power is an interesting one. Because it's actually 40% damage and we get armor. And it'll help go with my goal of avoiding damage. I'll go ahead and take it, and then the gambling token as well. And we'll work on starting to build up a little bit of dodge in our next 2 level ups. Snail I think will be very helpful. Fishhook. We can't really get a cursed torch because, well, we've got the knot, so I don't know how great the fishhook is actually going to be this round. It could help us curse some other items, but getting a lot of cursed enemies might be a downfall as well. I don't think I've ever passed up a fishhook, but I think I am going to try to avoid getting some more curse. I don't have the craziest offense I've had on some of my other attempts, but I do feel like my defense is a bit nicer going into these later waves. I think the next big thing I want is that dodge, so. And yeah, what is nice is I have to worry a lot less about going in now for the materials that I have that relic. So I really can just hit the enemies, burn them, move on to the next set. And really just focus on staying alive. Of course, still kill as many enemies as possible, but that goes hand in hand with staying alive as well, so. I have to remember I have the, I forget what it's called, the hot sauce or spicy food or something, but get those little explosions going. Alright, we could get another 8 melee damage, which will be nice, or another 4 HP regen. Or some dodge. I like all 3 of those options. It's hard. How much is my damage doing? 124 on the initial hit. I can get this up to the point where I'm really taking out a lot of enemies on that initial hit, because this will be another 16. Yeah, it's really hard to pass up on 16 melee damage. I think I will take this. Good defense and strong offense, right? We'll grab that snail. I don't think we're going to get too much use out of the piggy bank. I will take the Goblet, even more healing, and I think with all the kills we'll be getting, that'll be better than the HP regen. Do I want to take a weird ghost? It's not the Horde wave yet, and I think if I can't survive after taking this on wave 13, my chances of surviving in general aren't that great. I will take this, but I'll also take the garden, so I have a fruit right away. Just play a little carefully while I let my HP regen do its work. I think that garden was a very good pickup. I think it's already saved us on this wave alone, actually, so very glad I got that. I didn't get nearly as many kills as I may have wanted to, and I do think with just our one weapon, I am going to pass on another Gentle Alien. I will take a Sunken Bell though, especially going to the next wave, it might save us, and we'll get some HP. The bullet's interesting. It will hurt the bosses and elites more, but I'm not sure if we're going to kill them anyway, so I don't think it's actually worth it. It's not going to help us with the Horde wave. So yeah, I'll pass the Silver Bullet and just get a medical turret, get a bit more healing in. We'll get another medical turret. I think it's way too late to waste the materials on the Scar, but I will get some more HP. I don't know if I want to lower my knockback and dodge even more, or 8 HP. I'm already down to 14 knockback, and I think it is going to keep us alive. So I'll do a reroll. We're not really building crit, but I will take this Schmoop. It'll lower our melee damage by 4, which is unfortunate, but I think we got plenty of melee damage already. So yeah, we'll focus on the defenses, like I've been saying. The 24 is spent. I don't know if we'll be able to afford anything on the next one, so I want to save those. My main concern would be getting something to help us survive the Horde and pass that point. So let's just go on. Alright. So I'll try to get as many kills as I can now to hopefully avoid being overwhelmed in the future. And really want to take care of these guys that are going to spawn a bullet hell. Which is easier said than done. In fact, I'm spawning more of them, so... I really love the snail. I think that's going to save us here a lot, especially since I still do have fairly decent knockback. The enemies are moving so slow, they have a lot of trouble getting back to us when I knock them back. And if I stay in this corner, it's not always the ideal, but one thing nice about it is I can only attack in one direction, but all the enemies are coming from one direction. I think I've gotten some luck with that on previous runs, but I haven't really taken it as a core tenet of my strategy. Alright, a lot of great things here. I will definitely take the eye surgery. That'll kill the enemies a lot quicker, the ones that don't die from my initial hits. And we'll take the Schmoop, and we'll lock the alloy for more damage. I don't think we're ever going to get our dodge up, so I'll just give up on that fantasy. And yeah, I'll take some more HP and HP regen. I don't really need the luck as much now that we have our level 4 weapon already. And yeah, feeling good about those two locked. So on the way 15. So far I'm not feeling bad, but I think we made it this far before and I messed it up. So I really just need to focus. We're not out of the woods yet. While our setup's good, there's still plenty of chance for me to misplay in the actual level and die suddenly. Which is something I've already done a few times in this series, on this very character. perhaps even in the same video, so. There's a lot of bullets going on, which is not something I'm too in love with. Oh, that sunken bell was huge. I forgot we had that. Alright, we made it there. It was pretty tense at the end, but I think we managed it. There were just a lot of bullets on the screen, and I was starting to panic. You may have saw that there. But I will take the sad tomato, get our HP regen up even higher. And I think since we have so much HP, I will get even more HP regen. So going with that, get the alien magic, get our HP regen up to a nice 31, which is 2.8 a second. That'll help a ton. And of course, we'll go for even more damage. And then we'll reroll, and here's some regular turrets and incendiary turrets. My engineering is only 3, but I believe we do have a scared sausage, and that's actually going to deal quite a bit of damage. So I will grab the turret and lock the incendiary turret. And yeah, that'll help clear out areas where we're not at on future ones. The strategy might be to go in one area, let the turrets do their own thing in another area. We have Sif's relics, so I'll just track the materials anyways. And yeah, it'll help a lot with our board stage clear. Alright, wave 16. Of course, it has a turret right next to my healing turret, which I do want to be near. But if they weren't near each other, I would have stayed away. It's definitely much more important to stand near my healing turret than the other one. Yeah, and I'm realizing on the one arm when I run through the middle like that, that's actually fairly dangerous because I can only attack one side. So if I have enemies surrounding me on both sides, that's where I'll knock back one way but not the other. And sure, the attack speed, I could attack one way then the other, but that's not guaranteed to happen the way I want it to play out. I'm still loving the fact that we got the snail. Which I think I'd be struggling a lot more right now if I didn't have it, so it was probably one of our key pickups. Okay. Always take a dangerous bunny, of course. I'm gonna reroll all this. Now I could start to get some positive dodge. We got some pretty good regen and HP. I like our damage. Our attack speed is of course great. I guess the only thing I might want more of a dodge is armor, but I'm not gonna... Yeah, it's here, so I can't get on a reroll anyways. I will grab the dodge. We'll grab the turret. We'll grab the armor. And we'll do a reroll. We don't really need the pickup range. The knockback's a little nice, but one extra knockback's not going to really help that much. So, and we don't need the pickup range because we got the relic. So I'll go ahead and, I guess it helps a fruit, but not enough to make it worth 76, I think. So I'll do a reroll. I would like to get some more luck back, even at the cost of 2% damage. Or 4% damage, I should say. But our percent damage is actually great at 108, so yeah, I'll take this. Yeah, always use more consumable heal. That's nice. So I do another reroll for 30. It's not going to help us anyways on the elite way, which should be the main reason I want to do a reroll, so I'll save the materials, especially since I don't know if I'm actually getting as many kills as I would want. So now we do have the regular turret and the incendiary one. Those will both apply scared sausage elemental damage. So I think we'll get a lot better board clear. Maybe I'll try hitting the boss a few times, see how we do on it, depending on what the elite is, but I guess we'll just have to see. So of course, focus on the eggs first, because I think those guys do have a high chance of overwhelming me. Yeah, I do think the elite's killable, but it's not my major goal. My major goal is to just survive, so yeah. If I was a bit more confident in my skills to get in close there, I think I would be going in and killing the elite, but I don't need his item by any means, I think, so let's just focus on playing this like a normal way with some extra attacks thrown in. we go. Again, I don't really need the more elemental damage. Right here, it's really a debate between the HP or the HP regen. So we get my HP regen up to 35, my HP up to 90. Those are both nice options. Let's see here. What do I care about more? I think 81 HP is pretty good. I'll go ahead and grab the regen. Just so I can recover a lot quicker. The jerky will really help with the fruit pickup, so I'll get that. And our speed's already at 24. I don't know if we need more of it. I think we're pretty good about it, so I'll go ahead and do a reroll. I think the range is a little bit nice, just to hit more enemies for one weapon. And we'll get another medical turret. I'm liking the amount of medical turrets we have. We don't really need the crystal. I mentioned it several times already on these attempts. Our attack speed's really high, so I think that's just a lot of materials to spend. I'll do one more reroll though. I will lock another eye surgery. That's fantastic. And of course I'll lock Brotato, because that's just good for everything. And yep, let's go on the wave 18. It'd be great if I could get more scared sausages or a pocket factory or something to just spread out even more map-wide killing, I think. But what I have right now I think is doing some nice work, so I'm very happy I have that. I did just spawn a lot of the bullet enemies, which is unfortunate. I might be a little too much to dodge conveniently, and unlike the main enemies, they're not slowing down, so you have to be a little careful here right now. But we did it. I'm not gonna get the alien baby. That sounds like it'd be quite awful. We will get some more burning, a potato. I will get the extra 3 knockback. Yep, and we'll do a free reroll while we have it. I like Tyler. He's going to actually do a good amount of damage because he already scales with Elemental. And again, it's more chances to apply a burn. Luck does drop more fruits, and we do have a very good consumable heal right now. I'm up to 6. And our damage percent, yeah, that's pretty good. Do we need more elemental damage? I guess it would give us a chance to possibly kill the bosses, just to get some extra damage, and it's only minus 1 HP. I'll lock that as well. I'm not sure if we'll get much better things, so we'll go on to wave 19. I think our build is survivable going into the final wave, so I'm not too concerned about risking it for more materials right here. I do think that we are going to fail to kill the bosses on this. Maybe we could take out one of them to help with survivability, but I'm not too sure about that. And yeah, I'll take a small fish, of course. I don't think we have a single source of explosions, so we'll recycle these. So the question is, if I go for more damage, this will be an extra 32% damage, which will help even more with clearing out those bosses, if I just do decide to do that. Or we could go for more armor or something. Well, the armor's right here, it's only +1, so yeah, I'll go for the damage. Alright, I'll pick up Tyler. I'll get the luck and elemental damage, and I'll grab some more percent damage too. Do our free reroll. Don't grab a weird ghost going into the bosses. But I will grab a small fish. Help get that main enemy clear going. We'll do our free reroll again, and free reroll again. Missile would have been nice, but don't have enough. So I'll just go on to wave 20. I'm hitting the bosses now, but if I do feel the need to run out of there, I'm happy to do so. Getting the kill is not needed for me to feel happy with beating it with this character, so. This may get a little interesting once the initial boss switches to a stage with putting the ring around me. Make it a lot harder to get away, but I do like the idea of keeping these guys around Tyler, though. Go near my medical turrets for a bit. I think I did kill one of the bosses. Yep. So that's actually quite great. Pick up that crate. I do need to fix my current positioning. Yeah, it's not worth it to go for the other kill with only 5 seconds left. Yeah, we're not going to get it, but we finally beat it. So, thank you all for joining me on this journey and bearing with my earlier attempts and what could have been a win much earlier if I hadn't messed it up in the movement and skill of the game. But hopefully that's a rough start to what ends up as a fun and exciting challenge. So for anyone who did join me, once again, thank you very much, and catch you on the next one.